many or may I be on some years ago, you are about 5 and 3 matches and not win of the league, Yahuda, and our more relegation of Yahuda. But this, then to send your I can say last match, Anthony Yuhuni Wide, Wadi League, because your nations on a nation, Esha on Sutimiji. Yes, we share and I'll be any. Yes, share and can be any illusion. Okay. I think it's a competitive part.
My anamu teacher, mu involving mu say, Eddie Ahmadi League, Namu Tessa and Kofor Casse, more fixed matches.
Say, we are Ronaldo fan, we are Leo Messi fan, and now we are a supporter of Leo Messi and now Cristiano Ronaldo. So we achievement are a year Loris Ahodowa. Sir, 2 great players we aje ewo ball nimu. When it comes to Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo no are winning a 5, Leo Messi aje 8, which is very difficult. Say other players are akai ebetima be equal sir and Niemano to talk of say amobe setting new one. I know it is very difficult. We are no edifiwa. Trust me. Ade aka and say trophies. I know so much GBA trophies no. I was through in their trophy cabinet. Ubetimi abo trophies bibri. Oh, we free wa. The next idea omode a pride omo eye goals a hodoa. Omase ewo omo career mu. Especially when it comes to the Ronaldo fan base. Any agenda ubi anim say omunyina 8 trillion as 0 trillion say go number 1,000 ubetimi ase before say kuku retirement obekwa wakono. I think say there is one player who is knocking the door of these 2 great players say beyond Ballon d'Or, beyond trophies, any ABOU, a DB, any status bia. These 2 great players are set at their mom. Say ye can go snenqua kekedia. The likelihood say Bibian se Bibia me boom e woni career mo a kokobetimi a chase sade no was saying Manchester City. Omo Abrante of free nowhere friends Ellen brought Haaland. The numbers of the young Norwegian striker and Kuku are so outrageous. When you sit down and you look at him, any the age, any Juma Ellen Haaland no year for the career, then you ask yourself, say, if Ronaldo any Messi now we are speaking and also we're talking about Ronaldo, he has less than 70 goals to hit the 1,000 goal mark. We are talking about Leo Messi and also around 100 or less goals to hit the 1,000 goal mark. If all of them are chasing that record, so betting any 1,000 now to any at their age, anyhow consistent that our football number of goals almost say our certain age be any Haaland the goals I was at that age are now look at him. Mami the other two see here before so we do in the air 371 games to the credit of our correct friends Ellen Haaland. Andrew 5-2 now on share Manchester City share over Juventus a Bournemouth City aircon and him atop of group no. What it means is that one goal now onya in the game was set the goal number 300 on the career. He's played just 371 and I was set 300 goals. So what it means is that only 71 games in his footballing career and a on goal. Now bring back the other data or the Everton. So at the age of 24 and Haaland at the eyes are now my both great players Ronaldo and Messi in the discussion. At that same age, age 24, now Leo Messi about 326 games for club and country. Kwekunu was 197 goals. At the age of 24, 326 games, 197 goals. And now Leo Messi at that same age, Cristiano Ronaldo know about 362 games. Kweku 120 and that's 132. And now Ronaldo Aiden etimi asset. So clearly what it means is that these are players are omo numbers they say a was right yeah the ball mudi a ball mabaso. But the also Ellen Haaland and it looks like the numbers are so outrageous. He's chasing the numbers alongside the goals. And so one. Of course. That is the first idea of the Becca. They started Omo career as Nkofua, no more pretty. Leo Messi central in the game. more of a number 10 and operating at the bar. So he's not a first choice striker. Cristiano Ronaldo, on the other hand, started a career as a winger until the days of Real Madrid. Eventually, he turned from Obiana Opebo Onebobe into a goal scoring monster. And in his career, he has never been out and out striker. There has been times I operate that role, but it has never been the favorite position of a brand friends like Cristiano Ronaldo. But here can Erling Haaland a standard number 9 and also be a center forward. Anymore. But nobody can tell me say Ronaldo any Messi no. Say he didn't come there do numbers but my yen timenka say amunya strikers. Yes, they are not typical number 9, but they are offensive players. Omunyina goes but that they are ever near they say the Messi and Ronaldo and Iron. Can Erling Haaland do it that way? So the consistency in China, you know about 15 to 20 years running every blessed year. You who the Messi Ronaldo, the Ronaldo Messi say they keep on giving us top-notch performances. We are not in China. We keep saying that Cristiano Ronaldo after the age of 30, every baby with the goes down said no.
Yeah.
So that is another thing. You can be consistent at Ubet for 15 years. But the thing is that numbers now Ronaldo any Messi no numbers are appreciated after the age of 30. No. You say how many players and I was after the age of 30 numbers need to be appreciated. The numbers keep on decreasing. We're talking about these two great players. Their numbers keeps on appreciating. So why I think say Haaland the age issue oduomachi but as to say obetimi and making sure so also crossing the 30 now that time I all go back akra obetimi that performance and the appreciation of numbers are Ronaldo any Messi 18 years. There's one thing yenina emre any nkrabe a bit match but I felt say with how are awkward the peak any the rate Erling Haaland at the aircon if obetimi to also say at the without any setback. No, so across the 30, no bit more appreciating numbers. I think he is the one player he bet Marcus Obe close to a Jumana, Messi, and Ronaldo in terms of goals. I'm very clear and specific on that.
Yeah, goals.
When it comes to other things but in terms of goals, we could trust me. Baby, I all kick up on.
I will break down on my
100 career goals.
2021.
Oh, 2021.
200 career goals. 2023.
And 300 career
2025. So I'll check here 2 years.
2 years, we are 100 goals.
Now, where do you know? And this I'll check here now 24.
Yeah, or 24.
Our next 2 years, or call 26.
Yeah.
Now when you're 400.
Yeah.
The next say, you know, or we say better also say paper. 28.
Yeah.
Now when you're 600.
600, yeah.
30, no, 800. 32.
Wait,
we be call 1,000. But when we are the money you last time now, you didn't come beyond. Only the Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. We young can they fan cancer. But said and then you see more matches, don't know. So we just have for the young came Ronaldo reaching 1,000 goals. We want advantage. We want now. We want also disadvantage of one say omunya sound den na Messi Ronaldo even bobo be 15
numbers na doors nti muzzle the ebeba overload ebeba system no mo be and then Erling Haaland stature na nso na ekuta no he is very giant and ye nyina ni maintain for na omotesa most times omu nyini a omu go entem the body no well built
Ibrahimovic mu die ni
and if so we take the personal hygiene and then the be the health wise na didi any name be bia wait because Ronaldo and so a giant say Haaland yes Haaland taller than him but on also a player and a physique in yet why no see do this so I feel said Haaland will be say Ronaldo 7,000 and also 3,000 goes to no when it's no kwada na oba na we go buy no say or the back 1,000 because
Ronaldo
say numbers no we say
then Ronaldo 1,000 the ke do a this player be break you abi be go get wow
yes of course
1,000 goals
so as you speak Erling Haaland here 700 goals he's like 62 so 62 63
but in the Americans no say we so breaking it down you follow pattern now 2 years your mind baby we must so the star around born no omo matches no do players in Brentem and he planning at the other day and but this year targeting no crowds will be to my 1,000 goals no pay when no start they are 34 years or bemes are good. Obitima Borduana. 34 no one more than Ronaldo.
He got 34 now. He's 24, so he need 10 active years to be able to do that. Say the numbers they can. If he has 10 solid years, can he give us consistent performances
for 10
good years? And
yeah, can say games in the doors into our brain. Games in the doors when you go scoring, no chance of scoring so be easier.
Of course,
yeah, no, but sometimes a young age in the count. There's a numbers we. Men chun kwechu be player bi say Lami Yama.
Yeah.
And you see how checking the numbers crowd route team goals no be 150 goals ah.
Yeah.
O check here possible
because he's 17.
Yeah, or 17 years in there. Next 20 years or 37.
Yeah.
Next 15 years or 30 something.
Yeah.
Oh, next 10 years or 27.
Yeah.
Such a player no. Maybe your mass are goals now, but we were 24 years. O check it we ni say it is ABOU kano. Yeah, you one problem pa wuni. Go on to be near the other, but we know you bruni table bit my day. I'm walking in Kakra. Near the but matches now want to do crown affecting me this season. No, you do baby in your
pride.
Ronaldo 1,000 goals in the end or cannot you on the end. And just about we now Romario no way play play. Was it being a video? Which you can't for me. Ronaldo 1,000 goals in the Gogu.
I can't only 62 63. Yeah, so moving from Haaland, I think that he'll give them a very good run for almost 1,000 goals in the but you ever heard the BC who free what Club World Cup, yeah, we the group phase. Say we are Ronaldo fan, we are Leo Messi fan, and now we are a supporter of Leo Messi and our Cristiano Ronaldo. So we achievement a year Loris Ahodowa, sir, two great players we aje ewo ball nimu. When it comes to Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo no are winning a 5, Leo Messi aje 8. Which is very difficult. Say other players are akai ebet mabe equal sa and to talk of say amobe set new one. I know it is very difficult. We are no edi fewer. Trust me. Ade aka and say trophies. I know so much GBA trophies no. I was through in their trophy cabinet. Ubet me abo trophies bibri. Oh, we fewer. The next ade omode a pride omo goals are hodwa. Especially when it comes to the Ronaldo fan base. Any agenda will be any say Umunina 8 trillion as old trillion say go number 1,000 ubetimi say before say kuku retirement obekwa wakono. I think say there is one player who is knocking the door of these two great players say beyond Ballon d'Or, beyond trophies, any ABOU, a DB, any status bia. These two great players are set at their mom. say ye ka goals ne nko akeke dia the likelihood say bibia nsesa se bibia mabom e won ne career mu a Kweku betimi a chase saade no no wasay na asay no Manchester City omo abrante of free nowhere friends Erling Brot Haaland. The numbers of the young Norwegian striker Kweku are so outrageous. When you sit down and you look at him, and in the age, any Juma Erling Haaland no year for the career, then you ask yourself, say, if Ronaldo, any Messi, now we are speaking and us, we're talking about Ronaldo. He has
Ramumiensa, yetima kosise non kono, ebe ball na de akebia, etimi atwaso kama peri ama ne ye Saturday. Na nkoma ye de ba no ne dosu ye papa ni nebe na ewramu na aboa na hihye no adeda ye kama peri timi area ma mo dia ne se wo be join here live on Fakye TV or join here wa like wa share wa comment na aboa na dodo na etimi ati en on Facebook no o dia ne so be bo ho modern na wetimi a follow ye on YouTube no o be subscribe ne kama pa na wa like wa share na nua so no etimi enye bia hwe ne koma ye de ba no edoso ne dansa amado sebeba afise mbeba krobia Kumasi Asante Kotokonra eno musa na so yese me became United ene wababe former omo goalkeeper feni Aziz Haruna Dai ababa be join omo na update awdona ne nkoma hodona eberamu kama peri amana boa na tutuye no adaye pa etimi edi amount ne Ken ho ne ni nkoma wodo na medini ABOU DIABY take no betenenka Sasona B Mohammed special one Ricardo Vaz makase sexy maestro etiapo baby obi a ye rehye speedy recovery ye producers no ye wo Benas eno nanche no na just Gilbert ewichi a omo aka bomoboa na dwumade ade remedy ama ayu Kofi Philip Seta Mwako Murphy era face no MC Malik ena Julio Caesar Brantepaya Success Edible Omina boa na tutu ye di Rome TV Adamanti meji wadwen che no 0207543637 0207543637 live on Fakye TV weekend edition Lord de Jan camera nechi Okram Siawa Helda Postiga and of course the program's manager Kweku Abeku Oche Omina etechi na dwumade ne ye de bro ti yara onkuma bi ye call the bar ya press it up Yebreko amanonena apomane makwera mana Saturday sere bobo abo aforo so etimi ede ma no fatala insecticide spray and call maka enwa dana to betwa ewo so kora kokojibi doctor Dawood abo hospital si apeja ero di no mienu na bidwama so ba ku ye Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules so baby oyo yaro unya bi na odi hihema ebe boa na nema koye pere amointment to de fa de yo ya no na mini capsules no na boa ma bibia akuyere ama amuzu P herbal mixture the pennies doctor ere dia baba bebaze na too much baby girls no esiesie enfio ema bibi chiche eye de ya kono boys no so no otwede no mu be den na nam yaye etu ase ere amanti o ma daroma Saturday bi e betrama adwumade no ye de ramu kama pray timi ere amanti ma me na ma quick me crowd e ba pre na just Amida 1 Amida 2 of course and you are breaking it down attaching it down ajeja mu young Paul e de ama me sunkuma lewa lutakin ebeba na o de ama no nsem no aba beto aso ama ye de anwa ba yesi na Saturday we biemu nsem e wo so ote no ni nyina no o de be wura de ama ye de anwa ye ba ya pe de akide to aso de ama
less than 70 goals to hit the 1,000 goal mark. We are talking about Leo Messi and also around 100 or less goals to hit the 1,000 goal mark. If all of them are chasing that record, so betting any 1,000 now to any at their age, anyhow consistent that our football number of goals our certain age be any Haaland the goals I was at that age now look at him. Mami the other two see here before so we do in air 371 games. To the credit of our correct friend Erling Haaland. Andrew 5-2 now on which share Manchester City share over Juventus a Man City aircon and him atop of group. What it means is that one goal now in the game was set the goal number 300. In the career. He's played just 371 and I was set 300 goals. So what it means is that only 71 games in his footballing career and a on goal. Now bring back the other data or the Everton. So at the age of 24, and Haaland Eddie said, now my both great players, Ronaldo and Messi in the discussion. At that same age 24, now Leo Messi about 326 games for club and country. Kwekunu was saying,
"Come out that year, pray to me at Montiana. Ya kora fe diamida hit maker. Misunku Malewa Oguju Babai Ozonto Motoro na." Man Basati de say na Jason Obecho de corner de meaning the way Pakistan for deal say the orange I say Holland for Jason adia na ono no nyeni pato jana na so bruta Amantin TV una no the CEO de Amantin TV na juma ponu krudi ama no enye juma keto akra my CEO na bibia boko de CEO yes, on just so. Hey, Luther, we casa ho.
Say, when you follow Juma.
Oh, there.
Mona jam kwana ho sam.
Oh, David.
Gilbert ni wona be Juma person tu no. Because now no antics are we na shada the bibi to so na make say Juma na eso ani sin. But me ni Gilbert ma.
Oh, okay.
Konfu boni a watan yarefo ho. Ha ma konfu papa no. Yenyini boni aye.
Ate.
Gilbert me sha se me na.
One na sha man TV na se. Na moye we ni ade a. Wow. Semanshia wa. Semanshia ya boache. Semanshia ya boache.
Brakoku.
Semanshia wa.
ABOU DIABY.
Semanshia ya boache.
Oh, what day?
Me do too much. We are heavy dodo.
Oh.
We are heavy too much. We are heavy too much.
And then Saturday say we call director what no.
Director what to. My chat on paper. Director we are heavy. We
heavy, but say now you call Nechi.
Yeah.
You call Nechi Antono.
Yeah.
Antono. Yeah.
Na bawacho madam na police officer la ewa.
Obato to etwa dem.
Why you police li how you police li?
Na me wife your police na me your police li.
Utake.
When the police form na want no me.
So why you police li police li?
Police for yere no. Police for member mo yere no association. Enti member so yese wa association.
Enti why you police li ala police li?
Nde so sham.
Everyone come bi amekote.
Ese
Everyone wanna ma
police phone bi ya tata mo we. Me aduma no nyo mo ko a.
O ka o.
Everyone is say be ware mo ma no. Nti mo hia na ye ka se yere no ya police fo a. Mo mia mo ntam ma ye.
Everyone will be afraid. O frere kwagu. Na wala vuluta zo e police bi.
O dey mo ye sana sama kwa dwi mo ba bi.
Ila be zo la uli ba lo police bi o. O say sa minim da. Ala ni ba bi say that's how about you say we le. I don't like all the chime kakra. La who you police that be ade one of our catches we police ni.
Men can't you.
What is that about crazy police? Now hey Luther.
Say me born chi dom. Oba to twetwe be ma dem.
Ya o se ma hia.
Ntina adwuma na twere me dem.
We are heavy too much. Hey, but Shiawa. Oh, wow. Oh, they are very, very interesting. Remember, I don't say few more call there.
Oh, Nyami Adom. On say, my name is Man dear. Young Kunyabi. If you know, Motes and me took a job now.
Now, no more.
I say, Omunina, Bedab and Chair, and Opay me team and no much your money.
Oh,
Dead you better fiance and walk around and Semeba. But I will say, when you got time, your bands with your man Cassim.
Oh, I'm not calling you there.
Big James. BJ.
Hey, BJ.
Big James.
BJ is solid too much.
Sound right, guy.
With a round trolley car, then I hear you more.
Me say, Chrome will tell of you just what the brand time and then grante. Echo John Consul, Nessa Conabra, or who saw Banwa Channel Pam.
Baby James,
and Ryan Team Command.
I mean. And then BB James are pay a chapa. Timidizar barista BPMA.
Oh yes.
Barista. Barista BPMA. And the BJ designs and know you too much. Ya can't say we are for to say be combine. Wamanta de ready. No, ya chana Antoine Crow. Za ye dij marina no he. Aben so ku edao. Dize na ye fro a ye bi na ba ba ni to bi na ba. Send ne crown no ye adwuma kuo bi. Na mo pese mo Friday wear no. An African print no or young wage mamma mother cop and chrono market or an abitimi free BJ Ghana babia will be a commercial Come pa 0243 203144 0243 203144. Onkona barrister mo kan
barrister the distributor.
Oh, you serious
or Bema general destination pepe. Masa we enye wo emergency bi aba so attend the program bi.
Quick now our friend number.
Bije hwa o height. O kase na o hwe so ye kokko so etuntun chocolate color.
No
design atade be fit o
correct one pa ken.
O kwa wo se obia no bonsa ho a no wa dan ani kakra na bia be busa na we the one e de share wo.
Now I come with BJ. Oh, you serious too much. Ken, I'm on there.
I'm there. Mami Chame big boss. Chairman Adam ABOU. Yes, the traveler, the business guru. No. Or monitor Jumaji next Saturday. You better call Abnaye from Intim. I'm in Tonenkra. I said you or Yadawa also Yadano. No.
Chairman
ABOU no.
Chairman ABOU.
Yes.
Too much. Chairman you too much.
Yeah, now let me come actually concerning Chairman ABOU. But Ubaha no what to Nkana direct.
Chairman. They are never tenenka. Chairman say wouldn't say chairman you win idea.
Oh, could DIABY.
Hey, yawaje kwa, but waje kwa la mafa. Fa kwa wala le oi. Ele dey come bia. You trust say no, you majani do trust dey come.
Message no. Please ask ABOU DIABY the date of his wedding. ABOU message will be there.
Oh boy, bia ma message. Wala okay guys.
Went from Bobby Solo teacher. And Odiaba.
Me a canopy, me janko for why? Me janko for
almost janko for questions and Adamfo. Until Vasadi already morning out to Panta.
Why?
Right, everyone says so now pay. Do Saturday no pass ya. Ya did Kenya was so shaky. Now what did that bed and so now the kuntum kunino. What your phone sana where you tina term not letters in the journey na. Yeah, to at the bus what better sofa no muswa. Massa letters no banana poya bra. Ye jamu yon po wa no nsemo. Aso adama mame fan to so pe America. But FIFA Club World Cup and then a run of 16. Timmy Ashas here and the 2 games. First game about 4 p.m. Brazilian teams Baku Ebekofi Palmeiras about 4 goal and at the 4 p.m. about 8 p.m. and Benfica Chelsea game piano on dinner and Chelsea Buffy and now said Di Maria Amuna Bekofi and watch it 2 games Betoja PSG and Messi Inter Miami Gambia Opaka Bebecham Barcelona and Messi and Luis Enrique Juma Messi and Javier Mascherano Juma Barcelona and Messi a player at my Inter Miami Javier Mascherano a manager at my Inter Miami Luis Enrique and now also our PSG Omu Epesia Gambia 4 p.m. Betoja 8 China Numra and we are Flamingo about Pamunchin and game and so toja ye jejam adama na odwumade no so mami Chelsea training in kakra na man from field omo na no pam uramo Chelsea omo enjoy papa Chelsea training na Chelsea ya me patron dunu omo training omo enjoy any journey moral no was so mu dunu aye utwa serious show name and said omo ye enthusiastic chese omo ni abre omo papa adwuma bibia eso aye kama eno dear Pami Chochamom, not Mammy from Twanim, as a Chelsea plus in Mammy Pabia, Wednesday, no, Omuka Pabiki or Ocha Omuka Renam Kakra, Equanum Kakra, Emma Paya, Kama America, training Kuam, or moving game on qualification on, no such Chelsea players, led by manager Enzo Maresca, or Omuka, not Omuka Barbecue, not Omuka Renam, Omuka team, Omuka Nom, no best with me come on Wednesday and Omuka Sadia way and dear Pami Chama Jamamon. na maminya chuma we mamo Enzo Maresca akasa head of the game was a Benfica team no watch team so many times na who there on the ball and off the ball the Benfica team no eja omuche and en watch no watch team with 5 back na se team omu achire no omu bo nipa 5 ni na watch nkwen ojo befa so was important thing and so obe prepare the team no mo face Benfica team no na enu achino dia tuka ese so far no debia obe prefer ese on team no openya multiple attacking players more than 3 or 4 players on pama season on 10 or 12 goals each na SNC ni paba ko about 40 goals ese wanyi team na kenten so oni wana mo tempentem kwa oni wana mo twentare oni wana mo su eno sa ompe openya we Enzo Fernandez so far season ni para we no opeja no mo obadwuma we FIFA Club World Cup wo ese na nkaba fonyum no ebe ya dwuma jama no safi ebe ya fepa jama no na obeto ntena ma pay kama o Liam Dila Papa or Nicholas Jackson na Enzo Fernandez Tarek George emunyina wo ha on pepo adwuma ma bia so aye kama na owie no and on side to so as utwa bi say Reece James Romeo Latvia Wesley Fofana so far this season omupenya more playing time pra on pepo adwuma ma bibia aso atuma ye kama eno edwode to awie no say George a champion akodano said ya nwa ye debrem no as Borussia Dortmund and Newcastle pa akodano na ono Enzo Maresca ni idea ni ye claim ni nyina ne se opa akodano wakacha George a champion eso wantina na Obama no aye big star Obama no badwuma was akodano so many times opa akodano papa oni so otena wa one year starter na so big plans edma akodano wotena be banam na suade oba big boy eno edwode to awie and was Andre Santos akodano so far na ni agini training sessions why with Chelsea na so far onya good season was Strasbourg abra Chelsea ni kolon na oba ni bibia ati se Enzo Fernandez was say ohunu se Enzo Fernandez anas Romeo Latvia and Andre Santos obebo adwuma and which was say ohunu so are more attacking than defensive midfielder and no ensem owura no e dey tuka ye cheche mo atiamam na mame mfam to anem ese Enzo Fernandez se ebasa nam ye you know na Chelsea starting lineup onya pobi say Kane onya wura pam na so far was starting 100 games at the Chelsea since joining Chelsea was starting game makumaku 99 send against Benfica Enzo etmi starting pair na so far was starting 100 games and at the Chelsea and no Japan na by now you have chosen Adara Bioyo Sabon on say yasi webe next month or better take decision so papa at the England national team and Opeko Nigeria oko the Super Eagles of Nigeria omo penom eso omebo emfamomo Nigeria pen England 3 Lions eso epe Adara Bioyo na boy no so ope World Cup abo and the show for a lot of consultations baby okwa one ompenya qualification akope mo World Cup second enye so okwa degen na no akoyi ponkujo akwohwe World Cup ni bi baby obenya playing time eso World Cup no more until you so consultations no guy come a 27-year-old boy you know so far was set up our Chelsea team no and no Depa you be Bruno Lord and you Benfica manager as some Chelsea never ball opinion dan ade betuga was opinion no crab woman set by never João Felix of Fiona Koya or Obama Chelsea na interest no yenya ya pedia na João Felix no so far were fantastic player and a Pedro Neto Neto on say player bi ono mu editing commodity na so enya de say wabusom bi about Chelsea na game no say 50-50 say obia ebetimi awini eno ede pamamro mo Juve na and what the two name some player bakwa Nicolo Savona by no opera they met so far almost a club World Cup no on City game and opera adesso or out between prior 3 weeks to 1 month and so Baba Baka what me about serious and on say ankle injury or twisting ankle no and so far they met as some point about church 1 month and waba ababaduma mame David Alaba opemo Madrid pra enini desie David Alaba ni nyina sa per report amente assess we me patro recent injury no so the free so far wa mixing action games one more be mako me patro 104 matches and we mix ya one more Farmer Madrid since 2022 2023 and a days what time a days went to me anya jumaswan code training so went to my matches okay kabuma 537 days just open since 2022 2023 or buy pra any days here they met so far open ni pra na won anya no Madrid faso mbemna tena ho wo ba abe pre to so 39 e wo Madrid team no this particular season pra emakumako 39 season where open Madrid players omu empra Luka Modric and Ada Gule omu and the only 2 players oko Madrid this particular season omu en testy injury omu nya empra Ada Gule and Luka Modric and no ede pamichamo aso ejamam David Alaba Pranintino and Greek and MON-FRI said the no the 2 name akopemo America now joining a team, your fan Madrid, no Biaswatma Yakama, and Greek and already made it to one in Nanwanta, as a Opefly, and Panopaya, will free Aya Madrid, Akopimo America, no Ako joining team Nabipia, as so Ayakama, Mammy Madrid and Mbappe, Abramadrid air training, who say Mbappe air Juman Kama, I'm a Biaswaya Kama, where Mbappe involvement, just why ready, and for gamer, a year or more Epepo, and no dead. Tawaye chechamo asu ajama motumede so na me patro so far report me pa oko France your rapper be friend Pogba rapper no as wo day and wo warning Mbappe as Mbappe lawsuit wo data PSG as so far extortion or dream maybe 2023 almost for so no as on sign contract emma womo enyasa on banning from training or sisa lawsuit no Mbappe on drop it and yes part there on one filler or copy Miami or a camping base but before a year Palm Beach or a jump Papu Koya a man called Jari a desire dead bread on or the Saffles in Ababonte or the obey posing Papi and just some Papi pa or drop it as a lawsuit our de Aquatia PSG and we are rapper and Pogba our France and the Sansamon as for Atuga not much real training Mame Xabi Alonso Ronto one place na Alonso edi upon when you be obabo oche Alonso pa any to any place na edge abra omu air training na omu prepare omu round of 16 na prepare kama Ronto we Alonso ne gina no we Alonso mania and all touch epipia we touch and go baku mienu sawa na wa chama bia kama eno ede pa ye chama sense premo Madrid a place omusu Rodrigo and Drake Adea the GG boy and you Gonzalo Garcia yasa kwada so far Mbappe pa or better bench no Sevilla and Madrid so kunmi adina or ban wa be rescue Madrid na so far kwada pa wa be justify no I said Rodrigo and Panama and Drake or position shaky was so way I de ayaka I say boy no wa justify no all ya jom position and no edeba me church am edema mo tuma de so Panama Dembele ne come back in be adwuma on 3 weeks in no prayer Abraham France ekopemu our the final 4 Jofa Nations League and a mosquito boy Dembele a prayer so far the meeting as an come back in be adwuma for a FIFA Club World Cup obejam dama PSG na game against Inter Miami wa bobiama ben kama and what you all show as a Ballon d'Or. Then sa epetima kana bia kama na Luis Enrique daily routine e training on omuguso omoje omo ye training anopa na awia no ananwumre omo rest because of weather heat na e wa America was say omo e training on anopa no man rest a omo ko training awia heat no e pe draining omo e pe dehydration players no omo nso e be twekakra eno e de pa ye chama jamamom na Rafinha echo program bi na wodin sempia tuga Rafinha akeka bi e de ache FIFA Rafinha was club World Cup no really bad as a program was players no be anya vacation special omo ball Europe no was at least players there and was unya 1 month vacation muko break at least 1 month now the rest him now prepare for another season uchomo Europa say FIFA football no e order e share ni nyina ne say omu musa mu players no omu consent omu emusa omu na ye be ba na omu oto a omu se kona kobo World Cup woni bibia kan e wo so ko na unkokosi akan was say period no ha dwenem you just have to go period because we follow orders and no ayansema o run edia tuga ye checham edamam na enu achi no osadi tuga papa one busano but Nico Williams and was me ba me rekan except me ntwe me kwa o mpa busami about Nico Williams eso wasem na Rafinha so no kram bossa player bi obeba abe atibi bi dia kabasa wo ompenon na ben ko Spain national team camper juma wa ye wa justify no into a bar say o show commitment o show hard work na so ba bibia eso ebe kama am bia so afa o wie na o si boy na e fe Lamine Yamal e be pie mo Brazil na nsa na Lamine Yamal be ko Brazil no o bison Rafinha asa se me test Neymar ebe responde se nke se me test Neymar eye messenger Neymar ebe responde ena Rafinha ese ono so ka kire Lamine Yamal eso Neymar ba responde na o se Neymar busan se Brazil na opa no any advice eso be en what be man also Brazil there opa na spend vacation na e bi se ope beach any baby hanky out upetimi akọ was se ampa obedru Brazil no wa wo se Neymar se boy ni level na Lamine Yamal du no adebi ope nsaka baby ope so okobia o timi ko o hwa so far wone Neymar be pay mu no o mo enjoy ma bibia aso etimi ye kama enu ensama Rafinha aso ade atuka aye cheche ma breaking it down aso adama mo dwuma so na me patron sempi na ba ma me eye Nico Williams enura na mpa story read about powerful supporters munyai ni nyane se no am catch us Penta ye fe Carlos Lopez o ma ko fa ne dinaba ese eye ni mura Nico Williams ni paint ni drawing na omuje wo bebawo eye stadium ni nchawo na omuko say no omu emen fufo ma ya wie omasa ko vandalize no omasa ko akosese no adena Carlos Lopez paint ani ye no anadwo no de omakoye no omu de marker ni paint fufro omu so traitor when poponi ni wo ya cheche so ama ne wa Nico Williams ene o babe ti intesuko kwa kire omu mpene ni mahwe onko o pesika onko gini sika eno makose no eno ede ba mi cham edama na Nico Williams akatre Barcelona eso omo pena by 9th of July omunwe ni business no on pese July 9 and the team of Athletic Bilbao frame for me patro pre-season and now stop Valverde resume for a pre-season on person be join Omukra or person or joining Barca and by 9 July now omo really tell now a Barcelona player and no by me jama not so far urama comparison I shall say about Real Madrid spending 63.4 million euros on Franco Mastantuano and I'm the Kofana by Barca some 62 million euros. Kofa Nico Williams, Ediaba, Bassa Somonian cheaper, one or experience. As in Franco Mastantuano, and watching or more decisive. As in Franco, and watching more economic growth. I want home, as well as Franco Mastantuano, and no Eddie Tower, Bassa Fasha, or more agent. Total agreement number and no answer 40 when you are medical. I will 8 AS Monaco. So far, Urama, prepare come officially announcement already the breakdown on the Delma Browser Bassa and Monaco alone and Omotene Alcohol salary 50-50. A Bassa trying to sell 50%, Monaco 50%. All per column was sign contract extension. Now, Omuda Shem send loan deal. Nasa boy no Monaco for penna or able try 11 million euros at the Afa Ansu Fati na and much in Sabasa as for the buyback option shemo Bassa so Monaco fano na ekoye no msa promodia or Mupeko 25 million euros at the upper back of Barcelona Bassa at the future a sale percentage as with their shame as Monaco nya fano na try 11 million euros na Bassa omutono ko baby Bassa el percentage as a womb and no editor ye jam at Jamamon. Macandra test again. Monaco 14 komo esen kompe goalkeeper no na so test again was on still wonder what na Barcelona or person compete goalkeeper no mo no o try Iñaki Pena o try one Garcia why better esen omu nyina we Chelsea why better or better the number 1 position when pa bi akọ Monaco for ni abre or mo try some the permanent goalkeeper no so no there when pa bi akọ eno edeba na me pa cho Bassa or mo almost fourth kid, Classico, Ocha, almost fourth kid, almost Apanom, 2005-2006, what almost famous Classico match, almost Jesse, almost and one almost Roman, just Iron Spy, almost fourth Jesse, almost pass out particular season way, not Mammy Lamin Shama, not Menfancho, ni post now on Gavi. Let me Shama could not Peru Pau, why you train Papa, Gavi Aqua in the tree, and let me Shama Japan IG paying one person was it why Eminem. Said your friend Eminem, but Eminem, and let me Shama Jama Gavi, or post to Yana or run your friend in the ma. Brian on so ebetrase and what try cracks and what day a ya image bitua open in some at the Amalami Shama and so any point no na mami nema bro when medical no na microphone feeling kakram ultra legend nema the royal nema on so ni medical no na no wa ye bibia we ye the video no kakra so brel am a bia so at my fine am wo Dos Santos boy said wo ya me bia kama bra o wie ya wo di training and no man no training no and we go so one jam bia as atimi aye fine na nema me patro ma me fama as yenini team komo kakra and a girl bisa nema so nema so far someone who inspires you in sport wine inspire we passport was Stephen Curry and inspire on nema and no Stephen Curry and inspire on sa ne cinema na wine so and inspire outside of sport was and also any papa my father and also inspire on and we nema nin sama order to go mami and break well down as already me diamond as Olivier Giroud boy on or Brabon last game at Jamal Los Angeles FC or Pawiepa or Copemo Lil Metropole as a free agent so far me there to go at Damaso call the last game against Vancouver and Robert at Los Angeles, or we are come back to Lille, our France, no Cobalt, as so at Jamamo, no Paul Popper, ni deal I done, me patron medical, no Popper, and you I'm official announcement in air pepper, I'm a piasso at my camera, and no add the Dampamasua, me judge, not my breaking it down, not my touching it down, not my knocking it down, as so at Jamo, our Jumadian, so not my Emfa and Tuga, not me near Drawy man, as so called Olympic Leonan, or many age offer. A rich agreement as so far about Jofa Europa League betimi Esiakan the metre selling subject to a favorable appeal in France on said League 2 the appeal back team kunimdia no tell League 1 Pam Europa League Pama Lyon Esiakan name say appeal more and yet me patron a bedem the metre say Jofa ebe for so mama ball Basadi obetra fan of 50 million euros at Amajofa and no edge tower ye chamon so Adama Mojuma so Mamin Fantuka as a PSG some Roma Junior Berlin. Amuwo defender bi na Union Berlin defender no ye Diogo Leite or a Portuguese defender na omania prepare so many 26-year-old Portuguese defender omodeneba na be kamadamente as Union Berlin demand around 13 million euros and epe and watch buy all for Leverkusen so epe defender no and you are there na Arsenal ye busa as party ko na Ultra Christian no gada enti oye the perfect replacement Edma Party yanka almost statistics kakra o check Premier League 2024-2025 season nasa uya Christian no gada on so far 34 games for boy Party ball 35 so far touches 73.6 Party and no god no me part 59.2 passes completed 52.44 against 36.68 tackles 2.51 2.86 1.56 interceptions 1.13 way and mucha parte kwa Mikel Arteta and no edge tower ye cham adamam na Arsenal so prepare as a boy na ye feno Christian Mosquera or Paul Edima Valencia or Pekam to Yasama before you say and come time na next season be free agent na sa center back come the number Arsenal di can the come reject ye Arsenal the second offer 20 million euros aside the call boy we was so bad I will bet me get Brand Bankalais William Saliba or bet me no a compete into a woman can Arsenal them Valencia percent come maintaining no na a woman extension boy ni say up another challenge Arsenal or bet me prima me biaso ayekama and no edeba na Nasal Bobo Kono my men fan to an name as almost boy never Luis Diaz where your number one target person within the bar Obeka no be to an name as a Bamunchin as omu enyana omope one Cody Gapel name Nasal them say Liverpool I say omonton boy never Luis Diaz omontono name offer me around 85 to 100 million euros and the Liverpool say sika dead sika FM omobe je na omojano amna kro no akobo adwuma kwesi akan ama bibia asu atimi ayekema edi ama wo mo eno ede dabama so a me pia edama wono pai na ma me mfanto enem ese Alexander Isak Liverpool for say me pa July omo ebe business by July end no na omo departures omo be kono omo amomo exit omo jomo kwan Barca omo Alexander Isak ebeba no obebo adwuma me bia kama Liverpool ese omo the official announcement about for goalkeeper Freddie Woodman omo anya wie oba 28 year no watime agree contract oba boa na oba strengthen Liverpool omo goalkeepers no omo side am bia so ayekama na Brandon Bilmo yaso catch Brentford and I thought I'm say United na no be call say them to propose United ayan 45 million pounds plus of 10 million euros which is 55 million pounds and on the 7.5 million pounds add-ons abam say medical no next week and in Bilmo ebe kwa biaso ayakama and Chobe United omo play Jadon Sancho latest from onono say United epe club omo betumi turn outright na say omo betua Sancho the full salary on loan deal say open loan omo betua salary no open so be turn outright na faruko Juve aye contact South na Napoli Fenerbahce but the metre say salary no omo nya ready so omo come full salary Juve enkwa ne saka omo a omo nya Sancho omo pe na David here Fiorentina and Manchester United a double game nyame pa Old Trafford August 9 and a second betuka and until Roma best pande omo Everton friendly no na say omo so e dey the same day am a piaso aye fine and no e dey baye jamo e dey amamo Levi Kowo na otwa boy now so far Levi Kowo was US weather no e top papa during training we are so hot o dey pia o sweatisa and no ensama ono so e dey atwa e dey amamo e wo e twuma dey so Arsenal omo say Chelsea center forward Nicholas Jackson omo dinaka omo summer shortlist no Arsenal pa ya tete ni Chelsea Chelsea pa omo bon karat omo bono buje pa ya call me back. Now Arsenal, you resom the Arsenal. End of year. Pay bomb oh Chelsea and rejecting the uncle says pay Nicholas Jackson and no the free bar. Ye judge as to a German with Medina so Mammy Infant to a name as a Brighton rejected 2 offers for João Pedro, Newcastle, and another name Premier League club. At the Escaco, yes, so the excess of £50 million. Brighton are rejected. Chelsea still push some sooner bet me no I'm a biasu at Ayakama. Now Rashford as a Ballon d'Or. Rashford no Pebasako was a Ballon d'Or on the Lamin Jaman was the man who probably would deserve one. Lamin Jama and also on the Ballon d'Or as you ate me the man or no Bill Benny Champions League. Now Obia Onimpo ball Obia the season under review was Sefata Abanomon Tomano and no edge the Mauricio Sarri why a decisive meeting with last hour or Epetras one year Tumano on Sunday Betoka so Pejaya Tumano Nina se Ukopema or Ranasa Lazo and Timina signing summer way January or man can't change in Quebeco and no edge by Mamma Fantuanem so Galatasaray or Mope or Ranave Osimeno Fanabache as should offer Coma Napoli as so Munya Osimena or Mope Morino so Mope Victor Osimhen Bra Fanabachi almost sporting director what me Pacho Colombia or Besodi John Duran Wadenipa Nabi Piasu Ayakama or Mohe as a private Divan Ozek at an Ebebam Nabi Piasu Etim Ayakama na Nyom Timno Kakrabina or Mo Asan João Felix or Mo Dene Nyom Esi or Mo de Olura João Felix or Mo de la Casette or Mo Donoso Konabi Piasu Etima Ayakama as to Adi Amawomo and no Ed Dawam Ye Jajam and no Roma Uko European under 21 championship and a fan no Toka bought 7 PM England under 20 and Germany under 20 na Uko Pema the 3 Lions head coach Thomas Tuchel me patch under 21 England under 21 and Germany under 21 and a fan no na Uko 3 Lions head coach and Thomas Tuchel and na Uko Germany head coach your friend Julian Nagelsmann omunyina kwakwa fan anipi am a bia so at my fine eso edi amawo eno eje down mami nwura mo Galatasaray omo anyabre omo so far omo ya adwuma about goalkeepers na omo pese omo the goalkeepers eba omo be 4 or 5 alternatives omo pe ebisa utwa Chelsea goalkeepers no ebidin ka ho na uwura mata goalkeepers na ebisa makandra test again omo ewura mo ho na diamete omo se Victor Osimhen omo try no na utwa Galatasaray fans no and omo go crazy to omo president as omo say onfa Victor Osimhen and fanamra into Galatasaray fans no.
En güçlü şekilde kadromuzu hazırlayacağız. Tabii ki taraftar çıldırıyor başkanım, onu da
Hocam Allah aşkına yani şimdi taraftar çıldırdı da sen de mi çıldırdın?
En güçlü şekilde kadromuzu hazırlayacağız. Tabii ki taraftar
eno enra anyumre program koso na president de Galatasaray esare se o kasa na supporters no we want Osimhen go and bring Osimhen and supporters no so eyema bibia kama checham na point even Hakan Chahanoglu waka sembia che Inter Milan for na Inter for say momunten ye pa Hakan Chahanoglu say I came to you for free Oba Inter free. One Tracy can be as a free agent. Was say I gave my best for 4 years. 4 years in Watanawan. Do bet me why I Jamamon. Now and watching on was say I want to continue my football career in Galatasaray. Was say I want you to make it easy. Let me go home. And we can. Chahaloglu, let me go home. Also no free Turkey into Basra or a team my friend Inter and I mean Juwe mo free 4 years. Do obey why Jamamon wo kofie mon softin no mo money easy. Na on team call and yes obenu no ho ese obesi akadema mon eno de free oba ye checham esu adamamon e wo dwumade no so na ba munchen omo wie uko Germany under 21 top scorer, your friend Nick Votamade. Akoda way, not Stuttgart, the Sen Common improve over on so Bodma Stuttgart, or money 2.5 million euros a year. Bamunchi so on magic 7.5 million euros a year. A bet may increase with bonuses. I could do 10 million euros. Contract could see 2030. Almost among Kofa Winger Bian Fanema, Omo Bamunchin, Nick Votameda, or no Enomodeneba, when in Bob ongoing under 21 European Championship. What says goals are only the goalkeeper. I'll be Bia Ayakama into Bamunchin. As some of the Bama Biaswa Ayakama. Now, Pano Conrad Lima was say a fee, Medford or more playing time, or better Vincent Company, as a more playing time. No be Piasso and Yakama, and no edit to Jenny Crano, Urama Danilo was sitting no crap, Bayern was a much better team than Chelsea. No more Ultra, Bayern team or some players or more bit more experience. Now Chelsea are very physical, very reactive, and now I just said on person physicalities. Edi show na omunim kwan pefaswa omo ebayama bamunchen so atima winama bibia so atima yakama eno ejetawa ye checha ma breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya checha mu yompo so edama ewo dwumade no so ebrado ko ensam no etawo dewa ye bebe abra Sunderland omo anya promotion ba Premier League no esa Mateo Gondozi omo he esa omo nsa ebetuma aka no na omo de na ba no bebo adwuma ama bia so ayekama ede ama womo eno ede da ye jam ye nyina so na ensam wodo a ye bobo ano ene anopai Saturday anopai wo amano nsemo our Fakye TV so ye breaking it down, touching it down, knocking it down aje jam yompo no ye mfansia na international ABOU DIABY Mr. DIABY Oraku the skillful Kwaku Amangwase Benzema Kwaku Ajenkwa Kwaku afi ebeye Kwaku erade meshawa Kwaku erade medawa Kwaku meware pa Kwaku bokode ABOU DIABY ABOU DIABY
but that's why ever say share why maybe so as if there's someone about the worry akọ why ever say share why
na me senka oni be di nkomo
me no ni nkomo bia di oba me ne mo nkomo di abi me never ask o de me no ni nkomo ne worry why kola ko bobo why the Lutano Nasaraka Square from on Facebook make a message in Kakra rich blessing rise and shine a morning to you all and I'm Kagawa watch you live from Techman. Please more update for Manchester United Fakye Sports no side Bright Ken keep the good work Fakye Sports all the way. Kujo Semper Furniture Works this is the most popular sports show ever from Kujo Semper Furniture Works Edum Kumasi PSA Kofi Variety. Nadia, good morning, ABOU. I'm on July inside search a brief also more update on Arsenal and greetings to my lovely wife Fajara Asantewa MON-FRI Fakye Sport and all day eto so Yao Jackson. I'm on July from Dubai. Real Madrid Abdi Sadiq. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Sadiq. Nana Yao. Good morning, ABOU. I'm on July from Kwau Nkwanta Spico Natural Mineral Water Piaga Liverpool Abdi guys. Watch you live from Akima Safo Picanto Junior Lutaken MON-FRI Picanto Junior once again ABOU DIABY MON-FRI Mark Nana Usu Seche MON-FRI Boss Sadiq and so any emoji be any team Ramna Picanto Junior Habib A Mohammed Nana Yao ABOU MON-FRI and Obo Modiere Fire Emoji Sinuramu Yambo Abdullah good morning and Starboy watching the show live and clear at Hafu Mem the also a bomb mode etimi ede eba ye no etuzu betimi adjoin here now the no wetimi ede about everlasting anointing. Good morning to you all. I'm really enjoying the show at Cape Coast. Keep the fire burning. Peter, Kwau Abrifa, Luther King, Thomas Ousu, more update on Barcelona. Icon Di Colocini. I'm say Icon. Watching live from Wasa and Kunsia. Fakye Sports, the best. And I'm also Nepal. Keep the fire burning. Luther King, Jakarta, Rono. And Erikumi. And so everyone, ne watu yankra. So non so airport it's me. I hear Boama Bibia. Koyerman Tuzo, the other me Abeba. Merenama Kinkeri Ama Kwame Rich. More update on Real Madrid. Oman Gaddafi. Nediano was Oman Gaddafi watch you live at Seri Camp. Please update me on Chelsea camp and Wisdom Akomia. Was more update on Manchester City transfer. Sammy Krogan. Nediano was live at Frames Way at Patase. Hold on, no swear the buy. And Timao Diano Emra Ebrania Kinkeri Ama on the WhatsApp line SMS no 0207543637 0207543637. Yana okay kebape we are for na crado na ya to aso na de akebia ye de rometime da mam.
Say we Ronaldo fan, we are Leo Messi fan, and now we are a supporter of Leo Messi and our Cristiano Ronaldo. So we achievement a year Loris Ahodowa, sir, two great players we aji ewo ball nimu. When it comes to Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo no winning a 5, Leo Messi aji 8, which is very difficult. Say other players are akai ebetima be equal sir and Niamano to talk of say amobe setting new one. I know it is very difficult. We are no edi free. Trust me. Ade aka any say trophies. I know so much GBA trophies no. I was through in their trophy cabinet. Ubetimi abo trophies bibri. Oh, we free wa. The next ade omode a pride omo eye goals a hodoa. Omase ewo omo career mu. Especially when it comes to the Ronaldo fan base. Any agenda ubi anim say umunyina 8 trillion as old trillion say go number 1,000 ubetimi ase before say kuku retirement obekwa wakono. I think say there is one player who is knocking the door of these two great players say beyond Ballon d'Or, beyond trophies, any ABA, a DB, any status bia. These two great players are set at their mom. Say ye can goes nenkwa kekedia. The likelihood say Bibia and say Bibia me boom e won carry am a kuku betimi a chase sade no wa say na asay no Manchester City. Omo Abrante of free nowhere friends Ellen brought Haaland. The numbers of the young Norwegian striker and kuku are so outrageous. When you sit down and you look at him and in the age any Juma Ellen Haaland no year for the career, then you ask yourself, say, if Ronaldo any Messi, now we are speaking and also we're talking about Ronaldo, he has less than 70 goals to hit the 1,000 goal mark. We are talking about Leo Messi and also around 100 or less goals to hit the 1,000 goal mark. If all of them are chasing that record, so betting any 1,000 now to any at their age. Anyhow consistent that omuye football number of goals omushe certain age be any Haaland the goals I was at that age now look at him. Mami the other two see here before so we do in air 371 games to the credit of our friends Ellen Haaland. Andrew 5-2 now omushe Manchester City share over Juventus a Boama City aircon and him atop of group no. What it means is that one goal now Onya in the game was set the goal number 300. Ewo the career. He's played just 371 and I was set 300 goals. So what it means is that only 71 games played in his footballing career and on goal. Now bring back the other data or the Everton. So at the age of 24 and Haaland at the eyes now my both great players Ronaldo and Messi in the discussion. At that same age 24, now Leo Messi about 326 games for club and country. Kwekunu was 197 goals. At the age of 24, 326 games, 197 goals. And now Leo Messi at that same age, Cristiano Ronaldo know about 362 games. Kweku 120 and that's 132. And not Ronaldo adding a team asset. So clearly, what it means is that these are players are omo numbers. They say a was right, yeah, they ball mudi a ball mabaso. But the also Ellen Haaland, it looks like the numbers are so outrageous. He's chasing the numbers alongside the and so one.
I'm the woman on one chassis.
Of course, that is the first idea of the Becca. They started Omo career as Nkofua, no more pretty Leo Messi.
Your boys were Manemakoye, come pay them out. Zenra, Obomodi to me enjoy one love. Ninane, DD can cry to me, Pacho, Namebois, Fridays be 7 p.m. Na yetimi edi jumadi ne remetimi edi ama excuse for cry ye in live on Fakye TV makeri a chose ne chichiku wumi kujun cancer lewi wumi mora wumi ni e wo dodo na omojo mona so omonso mtiemzenra after so mudi kan yi di kan kra no resele na nkofo si busa e chesa ampa one love na ba e ba na ba be transinti Fridays bia no so na wabomode na so no wetimi aba behwe na bibi adeda ye petimi ere ama onze niam bi se no na eboa ma ye maburu na yesi so no yehu niam bibra ye sansu ade di fimu esansa futu wum sere me de storyline ne ma no o hwa wan kasa be nkwan a obefa so hu kwan a befa so abobra mane ma dadi ntu bezo ba na aba be so ase na one lava a series aba efe no ye de bre wona otwi bia 0266 3037 free 0266 3037 na boa na bibia adadie de ama Emmanuel Akioko obubulebu anope meche alpa mauze wa joining our here and Kwame Richimo update on Real Madrid darling boy Gaza Rooney good morning ABOU taking more fire love you General Anani Kobo watching you guys live from Medina with Don't and Bra Ima the Obomo the Area Monono and Aisha Kanobo Dan Musa Rahis good morning, Fakye Sport all the way. My update on Barcelona and Manchester United. Chumasi Silas. Good morning, ABOU. Good morning, bro. Nana Kofi Wade. Good morning, guys. Please, what time will PSG and Inter Miami play? I'm Jules from Takwa Banso. No, if you remember, Kodia Isaac. Good morning. I'm Kodia Isaac, watching live from Belgium. Greetings to my family inside Robo and my wife Elizabeth Akoto. The Blues all the way. And a Saki Love, Colete, Nadia also watch you live from Ningo. Hold on, also the Timeri Fear by and a gunshot buddy. Good morning, my boss, Abu Dhabi. What's going on about Man United? I don't know, but MZ the Tuasana Irene Adia. And I'm on the Rare Power, more fire, I'm Rare Power from Abyssine. Darling boy Gaza Rooney. Good morning, watch you live from Dudiakon. More update on Artifolk Manchester United. Long live Fakye TV. Nanayao Siki. Good morning, Fakye Sport. I'm Nanayao Siki, and I'm watching you live from Moduma 80. Priscilla Ose. Good morning. I'm watching you live from Mosu and Afi Skondran Mustafi. The question is, can he play to the level of Messi and Ronaldo? MZNRA and Komona and Yedina Nadudo Necheguno and I know so about modern Naba. Do to me, I'm joining our channel, the Bible can carry amount on your WhatsApp line 0207543637 Abwa. Now, Bibi had the day pray to me, Eddie. I'm a special one, Bibi Abocode. Oh, Menzo wedding. Say, feel so near Mashe.
I'm on fire. Sedana media. Yabai Timika Saidi. The Yamia any bin to Nisa. So way.
Oh, Menzo pa. Now, I no pay all they may find. The other stories and do now when you are no put they may find.
Cook wedding come over, he drew me a time, no pema. Lady, I see over Nehuasaman. Not young saying, come as the Adana, Kuba, as they say, and a say, Commander, a police in you, and
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Commander, police in you.
Send a police in it, only the police are saying you.
Mama, we so yes for her.
Another my wife said,
As long as you can,
we so yes for.
My wife said,
Mr. Amo, Proyas, my money, they are strong. Who police for more. So yes, for one next fool, who teachers fool. I may sham of
you quite him quite. Then you for keep well.
Power
What the name of a quadra?
Oh, David.
Says you who just out we are shopping come and see.
Aye. What's that?
President, you come be a CEO on your shopping come and see.
I mean, to tell our lady.
Agu. You didn't come work a crana, young queen. Now, Luther, a story is no. It is a Odin come about a certain French rapper. Now, young Ramona, you delve into much details. Open your friends, Elia Titia Yafa. Now, Uboni di we yanko fu nimuno. The only name I oba among fu nimuno Buba. He is a 46 to 47-year-old French rapper who has been in the music industry for quite a long time now. Oko France, ene nkofona omote French kasa ne dia. Omunim no, na djuma hodo a waye when it comes to the albums and the labels ahodo a ekutano from Lunatic, ebe the backlist, and in the ma etoto so. He is a fine rapper. Num to ne de ne modern boy eso ani. Earlier teacher Yafa, ye di ne ho nkomo. Those of us are yendi nyom side and as yendi nkomo famfani. We be busa say e na esi a ye sports a ye di sports nkomo. Ne akwa rapper so we screen so a water to the body na nim ne nsa ho ne na adi nyina so metim di aroli o screen so na ahwefo anya bi ahwa ye di ne ho nkomo. De na waye nti anopai ne nkomo api mo sports kweku yanka bi nhyiemu yenim say Real Madrid Club World Cup na se a omo ebo. Now there is an important figure in the Real Madrid team. Based na 3 games a Madrid abo nyina ball no kra omobi. They anticipating said round of 16 for now Madrid come and Kylian Mbappe be available for selection. What start say obetuma be see akan e dia ma Real Madrid team. Before say Mbappe move e dia call Real Madrid. He is a player we see na kan e dia ma Monaco of France. We see na kan e dia ma Paris Saint-Germain of France and so all move e dia ba Spain. Now nkomo a e ba ne say openi am yi di ne ho nkomo e friends Boba or ye French rapper. And aba mountain so ndro anwumre. And what the post be aba na oba nensa ma all can say or there Kylian Mbappe no was ya warning Mbappe. At the Mbappe will case against Paris Saint-Germain team now, all demanding in excess of $61 million. What about pounds are around 55 million pounds. And near Sika, Mbappe feels unpaid wages and our salaries, any bonuses be a PSG team added a car Muntia and Famani case now court. Back and forth. Assembly and year. At a point in time, PSG crown swaba Monteswa among some more can said. They also want to file another case against Kylian Mbappe. Say a breach of agreement. Agreement na omoni ne coin. Onu Mbappe mpo any breach contract ne for baby. PSG also arrange in the essence of $90 million. Omo pay edi free Kylian Mbappe. Ye nyandru that stage, because Mbappe dey ene work out first. Ye di ho nkomo. Branton ene ne maame. Ne lawyers na insist say kwan bia so mo sika bia aka wo PSG on omo baji. Kweku mema wo remfi in the classico. And the man koye anfa maklaba a friend say Real Madrid. Barcelona share Madrid. They lose 4-0. Okay, that's how much. Kylian Mbappe share about a goal and even 2. I ruling in offside. Just after that game. Now production never na medemam. Monsho be ba kwa yatro so many zeros just like on his paycheck. After that El Clasico game, and opinion friends the boba Monte so and oko post to adi we dey to say so many zeros just like on his paycheck. Ya bo El Clasico yi the entire married for 2 years sika ekofa Kylian Mbappe e de ne buy and he say oma boom na games of this magnitude no ontimemwa onhye goals enya assist na Real Madrid en win but the bo wie no Barca say Madrid 4 Mbappe no assist are 0 goals are 0 and Aboba post to ade we say so many zeros just like on his paycheck because okoni paycheck in so sikana original say even 5 million outro 5 at the twice united 0 so kwa 10 million outro 1 at the twice no 0 quantity nensama na all can say Kylian Mbappe no or 0% and amount for call in the comment section as no business why na all refer to na nyambia de na asi when Kylian Mbappe because ye nim say once upon a time only Mbappe the emengeli munya yonkofa kakra bia ye nim say muntamugo e de na sia all of a sudden what time wachi e de ama na ene u post in niema aka say so many zeros before that now roll the next one for me in 2024 ebe obvious Kylian Mbappe ebe free club did he Paris Saint-Germain open your friends boba nyom na odeba in 2024 the album no na die that's ad vitam anthem eno nyom no anase album odeba na se utie nyom na anase album na there was a particular song caption baby na all refer anase all your personal attack e dia ma Kylian Mbappe sa nyom no title your friend Abida na Abida no pause bi wo ho na odi attribute dia ma Kylian Mbappe Odi Mbappe atem akachen say they are overrated like Kylian Mbappe. Et say ABOU eye adwuma. Na ka so onipa we dia oya de obi abo na baso so omunya de mo kana. Enkofo be why overrated o mo so omunim ball na omunim adwuma. Et say Kylian Mbappe. Ye hype ni ye de fan ho and at the young boy at the age of 18 no as a World Cup final goal. About 2022 World Cup final against Argentina when they also were tough hat-trick no as or say overrated. Unyan said that more brebia of football ma or see a jijin so can some edifan ho or yes ansem way nyina e won nyum in 2024 ansa na amu de El Clasico so anko yi no or say ebeka so asem say ni zeros no e te say ni paycheck and the amount for say no opening way ni Kylian Mbappe beef no a travel e dey free just a normal overrated anyone now ye wo ho yen ka bi hye ma endra nyumre o chairman sign you about roll the next one for me leave Nassar alone. Or I will tell everyone what you are doing in Palm Beach, with whom and why you caught a stomach bag. Just play football, score goals, and sell jerseys. You won't be paying in the for much longer and get your driving license. Or say, or cash a Kylian Mbappe. Because what is July ya yebisimino. Yabasia court, near Sia Kwakuji, Mbappe ni Piers Yasemno. Mbappe for be also to frustrate Nassar Ekalafi to make sure say the sick can obey them obeji. No the nasema all can so catch Mbappe say on pen and one sema onja semna odino. Onja Nassar Ekalafi waje Champions League ama PSG. Now omo club World Cup as omo perform said next season on metima say defend omo Champions League to onja papa no onya fine mind emfanya adwuma. Anya sa obeka kire wiase nyina. Say Emrebia no onu bubo oni Mbappe eye fine. When me say surprisingly Madrid ewa America say baby Madrid down the same Palm Beach o. Sa hona Emrebia twam so metwa really Palm Beach ni mfonyi ni bi dia agusu na yahwa. E hona Madrid edas here in Miami a omo dey ball omo club World Cup. Emrebia twam Kylian Mbappe ekodi holiday e was Palm Beach. And according to Buba also a lot of information about Kylian Mbappe ewo Ekwen Mbappe force one anu ya okoduru ayese oyare a na yade ne kran yenhu anu ntie duru baby ni ya isolate ono nko ase dem or a lot of information about Mbappe obeka nsem dia for Mbappe wa anya careful ni career no onti member na so ukọ post na se ne comment section na we read ma there are people who believe that Boba ewo prior information na first hand information say Mbappe eni obi a oye transgender akwa have an affair. No, no, Mbappe, there are people who believe that also a yet Sanya Manibi. Ultimate for bar, Efa Bema. And there are people of a close associate. Omunu Unianama, Ominim Sanya Manefa Unia. Abuba said, say, I can't Mbappe, Amana, you shouldn't buy now order a dinner. Obe Opi Faunas. Not the BP Mabano, a Piaba. And send me a wound be overcome will be out to say, Akwada we na mu no park no so when oni ball ne ball to say on one case already waka so overrated, of which I totally disagree. Nobody can tell me say Kylian Mbappe overrated. Yes, he's yes of course. This is Palm Beach in America. He's yet to win Ballon d'Or, but nobody can tell, and he's yet to win Champions League. Nobody can tell me say Kylian Mbappe overrated. A dear player Gina Park so at the mouth. Everyone who's a quality player, Mbappe is there. And I think he deserves every praise, any accolade that I want. He is one player. Yeah, Bimudia Ujide said he will come good once more. And then Champions League, now playing for Real Madrid. Say BB and see Mbappe everything. Ballon d'Or, he stands a chance of winning it one time. And also one day. Even this season, had it not been said, Madrid and Jimmy domestic competition via na Europe no so moka wo made one so and do the grand finale and ka open conform you know even upon all that he is still in contention for the first three podium. So when it comes to being overrated, I think Kylian Mbappe is overrated, but opinion as all can say on the day or catch Mbappe will be on yai And yes, I know pushy case now. He will force him to come out and say things and conform person. But I think say emotional blackmailing. Emra. Contractual agreement are agreement. Semeni will sign ni entemu titia. And now the last time I think Endro now can say, "Unu obi be ya yonkona mu ntem titia." Your ability to keep the secret one said, that shows the maturity level at all.
Yeah.
So next semeni virus fall out. Now me babon take kujina baby kaso kumi nim enema ABC at that material moment me obi a ma adwen e wo fom. No matter the problem. The separation that I will move in them. The one secret only nipa ne share, you know. He trusted you. That is the reason in here or no yeah then. Share that secret. You must respect people's privacy. And I think that I will not want to say ABOU PSG share na say Kalefe share and omo influence boba so omra mountain no me can say just to frustrate Kylian Mbappe. And I think that boy, he's a hard guy. Ne mama Pfizer Maria Udinechino knows the ins and out of a name be on be. Say a babonti, Ubi Mukasa Mbappe, transgender. What is the news about it?
No, sometimes there be a decent come always or be our private
of course
life. Oh yeah.
What's the news about it?
Although a role model and Fabi no say babonti and kofubi any beje pa.
Ebimuso ebe
Ebimuso na ebe ha. There's always who say me no kobara kukubia katu so dey be cry
Michelle me film you
something like that. And no nema they are no care to cry me my day.
Asho.
But they be
that affects the footballing career no.
A bit affect.
It depends on how tough I need mentally.
Okay, Thomas Hitzelsberger.
Yeah.
Fine player, no,
of course.
Or Babon Tibu Pinso Igi and one until
he be hitting on left, right, center. Now, England referee David Coote, right? On also never after even Liverpool issue now, because the your true one is our left, right, center. So
only few for an
I don't know if you for an head. This is a dispatch rider or a delivery guy or deliver the Maka cracker.
So I tried to almost any of my a screen anyway, no so I was there. Palm Beach on there, near a Kosovo.
And you kumpa,
near a Kosovo, near a Kosovo, papa.
That is it about Kylian Mbappe. And I think when it comes to the Sika only PSG one day, Uni Abba fight Yaji, Buba Ebema, the one on also and from Rabonti, you know, Kruma. Some chama ye war American ye di club work out common day. Obi Busa message said that when PS in Inter Miami became watching at 4 p.m.
Yeah, 4 p.m.
No per time. You had watching at 4 p.m. And then there are 2 games coming off. Botafogo, right?
Yeah.
Airball the game. And then these are 2 clubs. I think is that Omunina free the same configuration and or Mababi PM on
Botafogo.
Yes,
4 p.m. Benfica Chelsea 8.
Now ye di nkomo e wa saying we mentioned Kofona MON-FRI the comic bonaba any modern bar or more than I have that strong belief in say nkomo for a different power just like the way I'm here who group from KBN how tough for beating my actually opponents now MON-FRI the other continent but it's very unfortunate say omu Asia but let's see how ABC with Palmares any modern bar or in their group. Omoni Inter Miami ni Porto mo ewo group come far so make sure say on be qualify a free side group. And I think say they have what it takes to make sure say on be all out against Botafogo. These are 2 teams are omoni wo and omo dynamics no anyhow omo community na bench. So it is going to be very difficult to stick out a prediction to say we be an upper hand over the other. But I think say in my books Palmares stand a bit slight advantage over Clubber. Your friend said Botafogo so be coming for Chelsea against Benfica, 7 p.m. as I gave also a Barcelona. I think so 8 p.m. I think that Chelsea has not given the best yet. Our competition, I say. Same applies to Benfica. These are 2 European giants. We saw them competing at the highest level in European football. In Benfica, and the supposed cares are a duo match and unti. Omoko competition na omo ba could do finals cry. Among Benfica, and people with that belief, I would doubt that Benfica will be able to walk up with the trophy. I think that from the group at Chelsea, if free, any baby are almost game a Chelsea competition in here. They've lost a game in the group phase against Flamengo. And then will be a sure almost say Flamingo mpo and a bomb 3. And then move against European side who have experienced players in their setup. So where a Juma Benfica team no and the boys need be a even in Champions League last season, how they fared so well. I think Chelsea walking home into Champions League football next season. These are some of the games that it tests you, it tests what and the powers you could say next season in Europe you will be able to compete very well against these big boys. I think Enzo Maresca and then the boys need to present a very good case. How may say Ricardo Vargas are down for no match you own team mobi because games of this magnitude you need every Arsenaler or team around to make sure say will be excelling good. But in all, I believe that Chelsea have what it takes to also win over Benfica. It's not going to be easy for them, but I think a narrow victory would do well for Club FS Chelsea. I'm going for a 2-1 win in that game. Ndra, kwekuya DIABY. Now, ubusa question say, is the Manchester City team Pep Guardiola back again?
Yeah.
3 games are omabo group phase to marry. Just after that, look at one thing. Now, and then after any supercomputer, Maya, they roll the first one for me. Before, not this one, my PSG, before say call into the competition. Very well. Now, teams are, Yababo, Mudiaka say Club World Cup, or we favorite so meet me aja, na Man City in Kahon. Because they were entering into the competition as club, wako trophyless. We are talking about competition now. By a mention, we're winning trophies, domestic competition or deba. Real Madrid have fared very well domestically, but kweku ne modern boss any place is second. Any are they make sure or Copa del Rey finals, Champions League, they were able to play to the quarter-finals before being eliminated. Any are they? Madrid or Snell was racing. Chelsea were coming into this. Man City finished ahead of Chelsea in the league phase. Now City Edo Machidi, but Chelsea had the Conference League trophy back. Omunina qualified for Champions League A. There were equally other teams that winners of respective division PSG Champions League winner and Obabiru. Tinas first 3-4 teams are Man City in count. Just after 3 games in a group phase. The prediction now supercomputer adding data ebaya. Paris Saint-Germain are the favorite to win the Club World Cup with 20.6%. The next club or Twasu and Inter about Champions League final. And yet Bayern Munich, and yet Chelsea, and yet Real Madrid. Name Manchester City now. Yeba competition no be as a pair with team na with just 3 games walking over a group stage, Yeah, they're about 20.4%. As they say, they are the second favorite team. Mind you, PSG is still leading them because PSG are Champions League winners.
Yeah.
Senkayaka competition now, they've had a better run than Paris Saint-Germain. So PSG lose game to, I think Botafogo, right? That's Paris Saint-Germain. But Man City are working over the 3 games in now with 100% record. So I think PSG is leading them with that just 2% now. It could talk about the lead and even 0.2. Sorry, the lead because a Champions League winners. It in their respect to almost now International Milan third with 12.4, Bayern Munich 11.3, and then Chelsea on the 5th with 10.4. Now Real Madrid with 9.7. Yemondru quarter final and semi final. Dynamics we have best. Kofubu wa amu percentage e dey am omo no wo fam. Omo de ni be pega. Ebi mo de enso e be tie abafam. Ti ye boko yanim. But I think the Man City approval point e wo baby omo wan say they also deserve say competition no. Ye be say be do omo ho nkomo kakra e dey ewem. Kwaku na no na ye be ka wo ha say Olympic Lyon e go into administration.
Yeah.
Ye di mo tu omo.
Shemo na feature so man na kokumbra.
We need to be our brothers keepers. Asem we can confront Chelsea. You can be competing with someone, but that person is not your enemy.
Yeah.
That is one thing blacks Ghana for I be before yenim.
So like period can I was you who say that
competition
or your rivalry
very well your enemy. That is the correct word. Yeah. Rivalry, any enemy. Correct. Yenya point in time, people don't understand. One day or time I will come and delve into that. The entire Borussia Dortmund player rise or Dortmund na omo prefers obeko Bayern how and come no na pre-competition. At the entire Dortmund play bia so you count the number of big boys omo free Dortmund akọ Bayern Munich. Because and maybe a chairman Dortmund who chire nanka club ni egu no Bayern Munich for na koma omu sika e ma team no ye di gina under normal circumstances the crew man come make some enemies.
Yeah.
But a rivalry, they are competing, they are not enemies. When they needed them, Bayern went there and make sure say on best of the situation at the moment. Dortmund felt say and that's why they owe Bayern Munich some sort of appreciation. You can't Lyon and come on over. Now PSG for say Omone Lyon and the what France will air competing. That's why I can leave any doubt. I brand tell you I will board PSG my PSG Champions League friends Bradley Bakola. There was an agreement. Time now Bakola sika 45 million euros plus the 5 million installment. Ediama club friends and Lyon. Installment I go meet you and kakra. But baby a club and friends and Lyon Gina see our more liquidation administration. He do our second division in T. And our first division in T. PSG for say we have what it takes to save our brothers. And Drenumri or my payment of 45 million. Wow. Into the coffers of club our friends Olympic Lyons. Omonje ebeka omusika no it help balance omu sheet to make sure say club no enko into that state omobekwa ko di mutu omo. Now maka just the team ne ya appeal. Sa sika we ne reflect here omu paycheck no any pin sheet no reflect numbers necessary say when it comes to feasibility financially Lyon ebetimi start ya compete na no mebbo players ne ne bia omaya omo dey balance books to we na beka hono ene ma bekoye e dey amom and I have that strong belief in say with this money ababeto account no the team will be able to find themselves back on their feet and will be able to compete in the French League Champions. And that is how brothers do for brothers. We are competing, we are rivals, but we are not enemies. So if you have the means to help save the person, you do that. Now save you now we now. So my name Rintia Carafina ni interview now. So now I can't change so what.
I don't want court tournament in even Intiana.
It is a shame to give up my holidays to play something you are forced to play. At no point where the players ask about the date if they want to play. Yeah, what Champions League near a Champions League final data? You be said Rafinha.
Or about we no crawl cano. Only time a be 2029.
Se Barcelona qualifier. That's all one never.
I'm very
and then La Liga, yeah, about August. Rafinha, you be said data as a deba. One yard the intina man qualifier could be. Ya kwama I catch him penny and said the way our mama matches now does and how many players now we agree it is true. But angle now we free basa it is a shame so we give you up holiday open Ballon d'Or unya we be koya. And our numbers no cause my Ballon d'Or conversation cause rank help it. Mate kwani na nka odan ya. Was a contractor na need ne kwani anything. Chama obwa. Mate na fatana bibi out na.
Ma Kwakuva bro on Facebook Sheikh Baron Mansa Musa watching you live. Bro me Gideon Boko there Gideon Colbina. My name is Fakye inside Enchi, Western North, and we are listening to you at Enchi, Edum Line. Greeting goes to Wafabu Gati, Sir Fabio, Jamaica, Migta, Dela, One, and all Barcelona fans at Enchi, Edum Line. Kwame Asai, my boss. Good morning. The beef na endeni adia. Ya na why we are na adia. Na Stonzy boy, Hala Madrid, also Frank. Good morning. I'm Cyril. Watch you live from Brekum Brenyekwa. See you do Emmanuel. Good morning. Watch the show live inside a Shaman and a darling boy Gaza Rooney. Good morning. Greetings to the workers of Atu Sports, more especially Dr. Poku, Gordon Gucci, Echa, Iceman, Lawa, Ahmed, and the likes. Abicho One, Fakye Sports, you are the best among all. I'm Abicho from Kim Pentimpi, Filippo Kwabe Kasim. ABOU, more update on Victor Jokeris to Manchester United. Greetings to my daughter, Frimpoma Switchan Felix, and my mother, Antimero Geneso, and Raim Rankin Abib, the historian, and Desmond A. Champon. I'm watching live from Koto Krum. Good morning. More news on Chelsea. Kwagu Ricardo na Bibi Alshe Yedie.
Oh, Nyamiadum. Bibi are fine. I'm sorry.
Mensume Oye Pa. Aropo de me fine.
Kwagu. Yeah, na and 7 say bad. The doors was now we say was scanning. I won't say. Bia ya no how to us what me addressing it back on our addressing it. I don't know the reason why when you're not part of something you want to discredit it. Barcelona are part of a year FIFA Club World Cup no. But it's a tournament that and Kabasa had the opportunity to go and play. No munya 2 wins in po no move free mukoya. And can we say different stuffs about a Barca financial situations? Because this is a tournament that Masika and the team to improve or teams or mobile. And if her former Barca womb, Nankomu Kobi Nanka Ombeti Mia Dia, that would have been something that a baby was a friend who him. This is now to some extent, Obemano the benefit of the doubt to say players need here or more vacations near the other. Tournament next starting in the kind of attention, the kind of a year spectators and say co-partners but tournament in air couldn't say said every single tournament start here. Down that was the same thing with me account Rivalry Club World Cup. We've seen in the Champions League where teams need be Emma cricket scoreline against teams in Kitwanibi. But when they get to the business half of a year, the Champions League season, I don't know quality matches ends with me. So that is the same thing that the FIFA Club World Cup and so at the MIA. In some Rafinha can I players now bobo to a stage where on my bread they will need to rest, they will need to do a lot of things. Nanoma and so Timagina Brani and so at their mom, so that they will come refreshed. Now the 2025-2026 season, they will come and give their all. But this is the case they are playing at the FIFA Club World Cup. It's a whole cassette. Players need more and so vacation now. Me know ya again. Mama nyato say Kabasa qualify and go kwa. Rafinha Reka say or go holidays in the Barca for nyanonko. Nka he will never see that. It is because Omanya Biamo and as some you can say you are no money now fine. You nani fatai. At this point in time where all Kaza win, needless. Because you are not taking part. The players playing there, either they are complaining, either they are being forced to do or whatever. They went into their various teams, signed professional contract to make sure say mobile football games. It's mobile football games it yeah. Not just certainly every single time a football game representing you need to be available for your club and go and play. We needed that rest for various teams. Unko Joe Mahome, no back, no refresh, me see a kind, and so from various teams. But this is something that in the last 10 years is being existent. If you are to check from 2025, 2015, every single summer piano, there seems to be a tournament. It's either the AFCON, it's either Copa America, it's either World Cup, it's either a Nations League or something. So it means that every single time from 2015, ever this time around, every summer, there's a competition. We all talked about how not 2022 World Cup, every season, the players it was definitely going to affect them. But when Brazil was going, was a non-competition or enjoying the holidays than World Cup. So when something presents itself, now when you're available, when to go see a Gambia, you don't say things to discredit it. When the time comes, now Barcelona for say if you get opportunity to represent a year at the FIFA Club World Cup, Rafinha as a contracted player for Team Barcelona, you can't say on sacrifice holidays. So sometimes when somebody now but sometimes it be needless, it be unnecessary and how animosity. Maybe he's also talking from the point where teams will get money to come and spend. They won't get money. It will give amount for a year added advantage to win the Ballon d'Or or whatever. But I feel this time around, the same way it was accepting that now could be to me, I bypass it one car and yeah. So I think say uncle na on Simra BM. Koku some are presenting a home element two players. He said almost 30 years one will do a level that we are seeing now. He said they will get to that point. But either injuries, decisions, or one or two stars be and for one do the level so mudro. And say they sit here no omuna echo the same thing now. They will be able to give us what we felt to say they will be giving us when they started at the ages of 17 and those years no. One, I branch a friend Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is a young guy who got the opportunity to play for Team FN Barcelona at an early age. He came to Barcelona system when he had the likes of Messi, Monaco was available. But when he had the opportunity to play for Team FN Barcelona, no Olivier Mark and so games in him. At a point in time, when the Muyak did the Team FN Barcelona, you will see a certain 17-year-old boy rescuing Team FN Barcelona when even Messi and the likes were available. They had quality during those times. They were not restricted in terms of buying players. But during those times, when he had the opportunity, he made it count. He gave a sounding performance for Team FN Barcelona. Unfortunately for him, injuries are one. And as we speak, a brand tiny air ball. Now you'll be a walk on 10 run at the early ages. You could see that something is out of the game. No, one thing now out of the game. No, that zeal no, that confidence I know. Say when I get the ball, I can take on 1 or 2 players. They will never catch me. That confidence, is gone. Fear Abanimu because he feels that when he tries to do more than he can do, maybe he will be going to the treatment room. There are some sacrifices, there are some risk here a footballer will take on a field of player. Ansu Fati no one take him. But sadly, may play a very good player. When you get the ball and you have the confidence, let me take on this player. Make me taking it on, but taking it on. That's a presenting also mean shoot here. I can shoot and also get the ball at the back of the net. That mentality alone will contribute to maybe 60 to 70% on the field and how good are Unsubetimaya as a football player. He lost that. And to her now, Okobolo now Brighton. It was a place that now you're gonna say but we know how demanding the Premier League is. The Premier League is a place where any time on farm, regardless of every single time, spotlight in Woho. So when you are playing, you wouldn't get opportunity to make mistakes and still get opportunity to play. So he went to Brighton and he couldn't make any meaningful impact. Brighton team him. He came back to Barcelona looking or wanting say he will get the career back. Honestly, you can grab a friend or Kwakopolo when a team in Monaco. I'm hoping so Betimiako, he will get the luxury of time. He will get game playing, he will get times, he will get opportunities, and he will get people around him to get him out of that bondage of fear. That bondage of if I do more than I can do, I'll probably risk it again. If he's able to get people around him, no bet me a psych not to know for when I decide not to Zampa, or prana kwaba, what catch kakra. But still, he can be the Ansu Fati near him to bet me. I think that is going to really, really help him because he's a fine footballer. Sometimes, or Bapak, there's one who glimpses, this is a good footballer. But the injuries and other things, I'm not going to bondage. I think that if he's able to come out of the bondage, we are going to see Ansu Fati be. And the Monaco project, for them playing the Champions League and everything, Ansu Betimi, Ansu Betimi, the man. We've seen how Monaco, Ansu Betimi, Irish shapey players be, Ansu career. So we are hoping that he goes there and then Betimi Anyan Noma Ansu Betimi back. The next one, I want to find Paul Abile Pogba. Paul Abile Pogba is a young guy that obeyed him how good he was when he started for Manchester United. He didn't have the opportunity to play in the first team at first. But when he moved to Juventus, went there to create good name for himself, forming formidable midfield partnership with the likes of Makis Umu, you see a bunch of friend Pelomono. He really gave us the kind of performance you expect from an elite midfielder. Of a ball, Juventus no born here to a point in time, he needed to go back to a place where now a person or ball one opportunity, whether it's Manchester United or Kobo, MI Hono, a starting no my but a place where there's on and so moving on. Then back to the team, Juventus, a place where he feels Utimi Kokoya no my year. It's a Manchester United upon Ukraina. It's a place that Manchester United had one opportunity when he was young, or have an opportunity. So him going back again, will probably help him get back to places where we need say now Abraham Jeffrey Paul available Pogba or Koye Nyoma Antimi and Kosa. At a time where he needed Juventus most was when Juventus entered Janimu. So now I'm not had the opportunity to tell the world say he's a young footballer. We see Subo Brotherhood to a point where we are seeing him say Obetimiaye. Now at the age of 32, setbacks about obstacles about, but now he's had the opportunity to come again and play football. So for him, so when no more Paul Abile Pogba any idea waji winning the World Cup for France national team now you know say he's never played our friendly anymore. Name out who say Todabia, you need your own soil to rescue you. Because Paul Abile Pogba sees for whatever he's been able to achieve for the France national team, performance I would more winning leagues, I won't say team my friend Juventus, going to Manchester United, winning trophies. He never played friendly anim. But I didn't say obi here like a shoulder to lean on. Now get it back to wherever be a dim so one. A friend in Ano and want the opportunity to let the world know. Say a woman say doping tell no one why Monaco, but they've given him back the life he was taken out of because Nema Ebusan each and every single time. So daddy, that now I will see I can't park a and it's something that's all your footballer, or your papa. Now no more. They see you on the screens, they see you in the big stadium every single time. Now you are not playing. And no quiet trauma. For your kids to also ask you again, are there a lot of a year? No man ends with me too. So I think these two players, they've had opportunity to now tell the world, say, no man but they've getting the opportunity again to let the world know, say, they are good footballers who came into the world, they had issues, but now they are back on their feet. They can probably make amends. And I'm sure, say, these two players will help the Monaco team. And every project probably I'm wishing them the best of luck because Ansu Fati is one footballer I admire so much. Only Paul Abile Pogba. I want to watch them. Now intimate who they be and Enzo Besifako. Koku Chelsea Enzo ABOU the FIFA Club World Cup drew a place where he him say it's a good place because if you look at Chelsea anyhow in fact they won the Conference League. But it was a performance Chelsea for Nankasano don't hold in high esteem. I mean in the Premier League. Because this is a Chelsea team that at a point in time, they felt now record any history back on because history with Italian managers, no idea. I didn't create much more for Chelsea. Because recently, how our Italian managers never have Mickey Alivi Mark and so team for Chelsea more. They felt to say this too is an Italian person and he's worked and the managers they know they are so over Chelsea, he was going to give them something more. At a point in the Premier League, not just the second hole, then it came. We are not title contenders. We are not title contenders. Got to a point in time, you know who will be Chelsea and which may finish here. They won the Europa Conference League, but the FIFA Club World Cup, and a standing hand to let the world know that every single player they are buying, Chelsea project it seems to be on the right path. Because if you look at them, their first game, it was a good game for them. The second game was disastrous, and the third game was a game that Nanoma Enzo Timiko. So if you get the opportunity to play against Benfica, Benfica is a team that he present competition. He will come and put forth in the Arsenal to make sure that on also upset Chelsea. So it's an opportunity that who's a Chelsea, they will be ready for next season. Players now buy or move ready to team kakano would they be ready? Yeah, who's a Liam Delap and so as a goal the Chelsea fans wanted him to have badly because they know say or status or both games now goes and they added responsibilities and pressure. So in 2 games or in 3 games, I say he's had a goal, he had an assist, and it's something that a striker what him started. And there are other players in the team. We've seen Moses Caicedo. He came to Chelsea at a point where not Chelsea has struggled. When Timmy are making a mark in the first in the season. But currently, if you are to talk about one of the best central and defensive midfielders in the world now, you can't mention like just say 1 to 5. Abraham Moses Caicedo. So we want to how important this tournament is. This is a tournament they need to go far. They need to go far for Moankasa to redeem themselves. The Chelsea team, this is the project, but the project is on the right path. Then Karaga, as some of the camp, Chelsea players will say, the UEFA Champions League 2021, Emma Chelsea in some way, Chelsea they need to also shame him. Because if you look at the performance Chelsea over the 3 games of FIFA Club World Cup now, you wouldn't tell me it's as bad. It's a good one. But as you are going forward in the tournament, the man will get thick. No man will get difficult. So I think Chelsea will be up to the task. They will be able to make sure they are getting things done. I bet to me, I'm at Chelsea, and so that needed winner will be and so bet Makoye and so it's made a mom. I'm tapping Chelsea bet my winning game. It wouldn't be an easy game. Benfica on any day when you meet them in your matches, you know Zampa games are ever because you get a lot of games that are very difficult. But this is the time we need to see the Chelsea we are thinking you bet me and probably they can get the job done. na bibia enso atimi akoyi kwaku you will be seeing Inter Miami and Paris Saint-Germain. We've seen one player this season he's been able to deal with a lot of quality players this season. If you talk of Nuno Mendes this season, players are older or no much me sure say many and are winning over him. He is a player, if you look at him, he's been able to keep Abrante Fene Bukayo Saka to his pocket. He's been able to put Mohamed Salah to his pocket. And you saw what he did to Lamine Yamal in the Nations League. So if you look at him this season, one of the players they've got a sounding season. Abrante Fene Mendes. He'll be getting the opportunity to play against Abrante Fene Messi. I'm not sure Messi will be operating from that side. But it's a game that at least they will get encounter. And that is where I'm looking at. If you look at Abrante Messi, he went to Paris Saint-Germain when they needed the UEFA Champions League. But now he's going to play Team Paris Saint-Germain as the UEFA Champions League holders. And it's something that I'm looking out to. I'm going to see how no matter in terms of your static game, no, and it's animal near book giving him else or what the real man ends with Inter Miami and strategy. Now Romoso came back stronger. They have some legends in their team because when you are presenting a team for a tournament, now you have Ordi Alba, you have Sergio Busquets, who are going to defend Luis Suarez, Messi. These are players or my Jaumuti Europe. Or much biase ampa or more fine footballers are almost what Majomudi ends Europe. So it's a game that I'll be looking for. No matter who they are, no matter no man as a treasure this season, one of the best players are Masia Kain and so in the season. So we'll be looking out for near who they are no man and Subesifaco. Now could you 21 and so fine and a basso.
Yeah.
Now England and so any Germany. This is a game that's winning opportunity now Otnahua. Overshare a branch of friend Heavy Elliott. No, I or Brandon is saying Votmadi on. No, I and so in the game. Because if you look at how one normally see Germany, actually England for no a year group stage name. And now they've come here to meet them again at the final. It's a tournament that England for a year, there's almost back to back. No man not young England for some way, gradually Lee Castle air Chelsea on any U21 for a year, now almost in a year. It's becoming a tournament where who's a players and FFA. They are giving us the performance we will see. So you go there and you watch a bunch of friend Elliott. But one person make sure no power. They are a bunch of friend of Votmadi. If you look at him, anyhow, OC airborne game now. We've seen the Germans to be technical players. They don't have the flair. They don't have that kind of or normal you want in a flamboyant player. But they are technically good. And that is what I will be watching. Because if you look at him, a player who can play as a number 9, a player who can play as a number 10, there's over the way I'm see now. Now gradually, we are getting a perfect replacement for a bunch of friends, Thomas Muller. Because Thomas Muller, at a point in time, was able to play in between those lines. So if you get Evert Madi giving you that same performance, giving you that performance now, I think he is going to light up the U21 final. And I'm hoping Germany beat me and so I had the need for normal J tournament and so and after the tournament, this will be a boy, he will be a hot cake. Bayern Munich could definitely go around him because of how or more German players or more and so it's a related and he's a fine talent that you wouldn't want to miss. If you look at the prospect, look at the kind of performance he's giving now. Everything all NHS he has a prospect to be one of the best players during times how we take over European football. So you go in and try you get on Soba Bijinam Esiakan and so etimi the amount. And he's a fine footballer. Any team that gets hands on a branch here, your friend of Votmadi, I think say Nipakono and so betimi ehunoma ye, no team adane no money, and my team and so etimi akoyi and so timo kwaku. But kwaku, ma memfa akonya ways won. We may see for but my membership, Mammy be happy birthday. It's a birthday, it's a mania, Mohukra intimi and Tommy, my main dinner quick. Uram, a war swamia, opposite a year swam municipano, a whole and a mammy, one a mammy dino, a year, Miss Patient, a Piam Ponsa, WPU officer at Cocoa Marketing Company. Kwaku, which see any panas or yawadoya, no zampa, Yamin Shrano. Tene, any birthday, me fa kunya wisuna, marriage a glorious birthday, and Qualano, New Knu Dadi, and no one nearby MFA will be as a happy birthday because he's been good. Me personally, if I'm to see the kind of things that woman we are, I think say I able to me. I think say miss patient. Yami shall see the more from more deputino. Yami shall now on your case. Be a show young piano. Yankupon show one or heavy ambassa. But
Mama be some question we as the Arsenal bombs or more to take Nicholas Jackson. Last time I'm in Nana didn't come on Arsenal. I was from more normal attack here. Or Bano about beach, Madame Abi. Jackson let me solve that problem.
Say now come as mom so I can misplace priorities. So I don't know what the young one on way. To say yes, almost a crap defender bia or Mudidi in come up so.
Yeah, Mosquera.
Chese. Mikel Arteta no sikani go, but who are the bay. Nicholas Jackson. Arsenal ni so subia na.
About the way the goal scoring in a year change more Arsenal say.
Okay.
All seasons we meet mama
14 goals.
But more money 8 9 a day. We meet mama 14 15 just or upgrade.
Okay.
Ana
okay. Matthias say. Omokoto.
Babia.
Babia ujina no. You carries no mo kutua sika fa na de na besi. Benjamin Sesko no tua na ofa na e de na besi. Arsenal here out and out number 9. And yet Nicholas Jackson na nkasa mu Chelsea no next season almost omo man in lead because the virus are down for back one, but this is also kind of proper center forward is a
proper center forward.
How about the proper center forward?
Because me say mo can in tiasi we kwahu apart from say football for club. Ghana kwani do we am football no
I agree with you 100%.
Every confederation be a wasa or your football clubs na ebo no. Omo ya mo man na benefit you.
Na sa Barcelona.
Hanko na sa de no.
Testegen call Barca.
Ye peska ma omo mu skada da.
Yeah, Testegen call Barca for na asase na otete bench. This is German national team throw German Football Federation. Omo throw come Barca for and say that boy is a project. After Manuel Neuer one never day pull no. Boy no feel say go no money be na mon kan ya petima o ko be number 1 on konkoda nti o may be adwen the players ye di nko ana said the kan na ete bakweku Arsenal asem ne yeka baby Arsenal gina no Arsenal problem enye Nicholas Jackson problem solution enye Nicholas Jackson wo Jackson sasubi wo mo bench wo Jackson sasubi wo team wo mpe center forward a ne de go na mehwehwe eno bi no mu ya no nya de mo ye.
Why must a team that walk 2-2 to win the Premier League for the last 2 seasons ultimately league, you know, and you can clearly see that one of the things are Emma Arsenal ultimately league, you know, ultimately cross line, no, them not having a proper number 9, for them not having a striker that you give him 5 chances and you are rest assured say at least 3 there, which may get at the back of the net. Nicholas Jackson is not a bad player, but Arsenal do know if they want to finish, they want to cross the line. That's what you see. That's what say. Among the strikers who are available, Benjamin Sesko is available, Victor Osimhen is available, Jokeres is available. Now they also you don't see any striker or obetimi ama with that icing on the cake, but you decide to go in for a player that the team finishing below mo. A player that the team come market talk for a proper number 9 Eddie Naba. So only do line. Now the past 2 years what Dina one now want to imagine the Premier League this now so want to mean perfectly. So what actually now person your critical analysis of the Arsenal team you know say they need a proper number 9. A number 9 that feeds on the ball in the box. He's a fox. He makes sure say defenders are tormented. Also what they won't pay. You go in for the Wobidada. You go Martinelli. Or Gabriel Jesus. Or Kai Havertz. Or no, they look like Avante Jackson. They won't give you that presence in the box. Jackson you could generate now. I never tell no drop it deep if everybody be able. But you need a number 9 who will make sure say the defenders, the center backs of your opponent, they are always on their toes because they know say at least mistake they will make, the ball will be at the back of the net. So if Arsenal is serious Now they want to compete next season. Among what is wrong with him? They want to compete next season. You don't decide, say you're going for Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. As your number 9. As the number 9 money cost Nicholas Jackson. I mean, I tell the Pamoben.
When I say Makasa, I feel Wanje Champions League. And now Wanje Premier League, he has no business being Arsenal.
Champions League, they're more do.
Well, Mikel Arteta. So when Champions League and EPL, this is not just now.
Champions League, you can't make my phone. That's all strategic. Majesty you have Champions League there. League there so consistent too. But how strategic are which me are easy. Just a non-negotiable next season, 2025-2026 season. If one any serious or major trophy, he's a winner.
I hope Bianco for every cup medal.
To one travel, PSG.
It's not as to you can't talk of a Jackson. I say, at this point.
Next season, one Ghana League next season. Say, Keto Krekuni GF when Mama League in Anya Konwa da. Ket administration in minimum film with Mama League in higher debut.
And Kusiaga.
Andra starting Kobu ha na yidi and near clubs and dear man and unze me na va starting me na call me people could na one time call by 20 minutes.
Baba banya to my banner.
And some na Martin and dear man clubs na Keto Kreku. Me a mini panel. Someone Peja Ghana League now.
People come what? Abutre, Yama Fiena, the old Kay Abutre. Ghana League, there's a necessity.
Seriously, I bet that's America League.
Mamaki Kai, message from Facebook, Abicho 1. Does it please, Abu? What time is Chelsea playing? Yedika 8 p.m. on Benfica. Logic row up. Arsenal is visionless team. Reasons. Why do you have let go party and go for no God? And why do you have to show interest in rejected Chelsea player Jackson? Even Liverpool, who won the league last season, signing quality players, and Arsenal is doing nothing. They all know at the bar, yeah, no. When so, need dear no, me when I'm making kind. Well, it's Bash. Abu, Fakye TV is the best in the world. Fakye Sport, the best. The other Bababi realm, no. When so, or say I'm devoting. Good morning, guys. I'm watching live from Takrade. Arsenal should keep at it and buy a striker. We are not the 5 emojis, you know. To us, kama pa. Etimi Edeme. Good morning, Abu. You are fantastic. Dara KD. Need the other fi kwada so. Edeba babi ramu ewa hanoma. Ebwa mabibia. Akoye. Menkona me WhatsApp line no. Onso minyi kakra. Enfa enfiona yankweni. My idea is King Solo from New Lagoon. Please. More update on Manchester United transfer. United all the way to Donald Remedy near the amount. Greetings to you, Kwaku. Akim Asafo this year's wicked. Watching and listening to live from Akim Asafo. Blue is the color, football is the game. Winning is our hallmark. The Odeba Ebabi Ramno. Good morning, Fakye Sport. Is your boy Sagzero from Kurankan. Please, more update on Nico Williams and add me to your group. Yabena Yabomodenia Adeo. I'm Kwame K. Barca always like Yenyanefo, but they can't register. Semo Luther King is to be given Amida Award of the Year. Kwame K. Good morning, Abu. You guys are looking stunning in your dress here as a Chelsea win the club FIFA Club World Cup from famous Chelsea Bakayoko Adrobo Mimano Honor Difi Eramu, and how you guys are doing a great job. Arsenal should keep at it and buy a striker. I mean, devoting from Takrade, Nedio Odebeno. Benjamin, watch you live from Mansoda Tano. Good morning, Abu. Money is what controlling the football ecosystem. Money now determines when and how tournaments are played. Then they no credit. And your football on Brabun crowds and it here. Who is Kabi Bra? Na no wife crowd or na money fili. Our course was on some father Baba Konkan or the Nebemau. Go on see you on where the pa. Hi, Fakye TV. I'm loving the energy from your live streaming from Mankesin. You are doing an amazing job, and I appreciate the fantastic way you guys are putting out there. Keep it up, great work. And all the emojis be the room. 0207543637 0207543637. A fire on WhatsApp line also. You better can carry a month. Me and Ombra. You ever pay TLC now for 57 no. At 12 to me.
central in the game, more of a number 10 and operating at the back. So he's not a first choice striker. Cristiano Ronaldo, on the other hand, started a career as a winger until the days of Real Madrid. Eventually, he turned from Obiana or Pebo Onebobe into a goal scoring monster. And in his career, he has never been out and out striker. There has been times I operate that role, but it has never been the favorite position of our brand friends like Cristiano Ronaldo. But here can Erling Haaland a standard number 9 and also be a center forward. But nobody can tell me say Ronaldo any Messi no. Say he didn't come there do numbers but my yen timenka say amunya strikers. Yes, they are not typical number 9, but they are offensive players. Omunyina goes but they are Emmanuel they say the Messi and Ronaldo and Iron. Can Erling Haaland do it that way? So the consistency in China, you know about 15 to 20 years running every blessed year. You who the Messi Ronaldo, the Ronaldo Messi say they keep on giving us top-notch performances. We are not in China. We keep saying that Cristiano Ronaldo after the age of 30, every baby with the goes down said no.
Yeah.
So that is another thing. You can be consistent at Ubet for 15 years. But the thing is that numbers now Ronaldo any Messi no numbers are appreciated after the age of 30. No. You say how many players and I was after the age of 30 numbers need to appreciate it. The numbers keep on decreasing. We're talking about these two great players. Their numbers keeps on appreciating. So why do you think say Haaland the age issue oduomachi but as to say obetimi and making sure so also crossing the 30 now that time I all go back akra obetimi that performance and the appreciation of numbers are Ronaldo any Messi it is one thing yenina emre any nkrabe a bit match but I felt say with how are awkward the peak any the rate Erling Haaland at the aircon if obetimi to also say at the without any setback. No, so across the 30, no bit more appreciating numbers. I think he is the one player he make us obey close to a Jumana, Messi, and Ronaldo in terms of goals. I'm very clear and specific on that.
Yeah, goals.
When it comes to other things but in terms of goals, we could trust me. Baby, I all kick up on.
I will break down on my
100 career goals.
2021.
Oh, 2021.
200 career goals. 2023.
And
300 career 2025. So I'll check here 2 years.
2 years, we are 100.
Now, where do you know? And this I'll check here now 24.
Yeah, or 24.
Our next 2 years, or call 26.
Yeah.
Now when you're 400.
Yeah.
The next say, you know, or we say better also say paper. 28.
Yeah.
Now when you're 600.
600. Yeah.
30 no. No 800. 32.
Wait,
we be call 1000. But we mo the money you here last time na no koku din komo bi on. Only the Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. We yanka dey fan cancer. But said and then you see bomb matches do no. So we say some for be yanka em Ronaldo reach the 1000 goals. We mo no advantage we mo no na we mo no so no. Disadvantage of one say omunya sa anwode na Messi Ronaldo. Even bobo be 15.
Numbers na do so nti muzzle fear ebeba. Overload the system no and then Erling Haaland stature and suna ekutano he is very giant and yenina 10 for now omotisane most times omu nyini a omu go entem as compared to the body no well built
Ibrahimovic mu die ni
and if so we take
kwa babie mede ba djuma die kese no so yera sutima ye bo djuma kama pe timi mama bo na ntutu ye no ada ye de amamo ye ba na ya be din komo ewo efie bara ye share sebrase ye share femfi the Black Queens of Ghana omo asweye enche na wafcon no e share bosumi bi rami de to sunum na share ni Ghana ya preparing arena in Nigeria game no etini akoso Kim Lasbion Kengrin ye coach wakasa area fana se na pempen e din nkomo e de ache
respect of Malawi and Benin that we are playing against. Nigeria is one step up, one of the best teams in Africa. Good players on almost every single position, so it's going to be a very, very tough game, but that's also what we need now. Now we have to show that our lowest level is high enough. We know that we can score goals. We know that we have a good defense as well, so it's just going to be fun to match against one of the best teams. And
Etiano ye command wa bon de area to ya hoteli or canning chemo de ba na eze omo aye ready so mejo mana so na omo aboejmo sisi ya huza mpa yengus na sha se ebeboa my bibia kwere ma honorable sports minister at a message ama the Black Queens na see na wedding come na chomo
John Dramani Mahama and the good people of Ghana, I extend our heartfelt wishes to the Black Queens as they prepare for the Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco, scheduled from July 5th to July 26th. As a Minister for Sports and Recreation, I want to affirm that the entire nation is firmly with you, and we trust in your ability to represent Ghana with distinction and excellence. This isn't just a tournament. It is a celebration of talent, passion, power, and at the forefront are our Black Queens, fierce, fearless, and ready to conquer. Please go for Ghana. Do it for Ghana. We are capable of conquering Africa and beyond.
All right, yeah, to also come pedi about the no message, a good your message, and if you are buying more query, ama ye marijuana. Mariki Akasi first game on the 7th against Bayana, girls of South Africa, Nabwa, Nanema Kuerama. He 4 day Dubai, who ran the national na 20 no monso, Eguso, prepare, say nay, Wafuno, or Major Manaso Abuejma. Na near Momudia Guna coming to your Moyano. We didn't come off and see, and on the Jai.
We didn't get the opportunity to qualify to the World Cup. So coming back home to host this World Foot tournament, we believe in ourselves. The mistake we did in AFCON, we are trying our possible best to not do the mistake in this World Foot coming up. We have belief in this team. We are trying to prepare a good team for this World Foot too. So we plead everyone to support us and pray for us to win this World Foot we are coming to play.
Until lawyer command Aduwai area to U20 World Foot no ye sebe Romo Ghana na yegusu prepare na ne madadi area ma John Ansa and Adwani Chemogaka or ye pimpa ne or dano re abuama sa adwumaku no football adwumaku no ne madadi area ma na pimpa na din komo kakra abomodin achichi mu de nam so a amane the president cup no your team awaji league but has an ekotoko ere kwakwakubo chimunu si no dijai.
What it is that the president has an input of a choice of a team. We propose this to him, and he will also make some input because his timing is what we use to work, and the presentation of the choice of clubs, he also have to be part of it. Now, it will be difficult for me to play down any club in the country. I will not do that. And it's also difficult for me to run away from the fact that you have El Clasico. Who are those who plays El Clasico? We have same here in Ghana. And so sometimes become a bit biased, not running away from them. But I think it will improve because I vividly remembered when His Excellency was the Vice President. He was asked to come and represent the late Professor Messi. And Brekum Chelsea was that game. And you know the story that came around that match. When he jokingly said that if Brekum Chelsea has not won this cup, he was not going to be giving food at home. And so it is not only wholly true that it's always Kotoko. When you pull our story, we're doing some research, and I realized that we've played about 18 present cups. 18. And so we're putting up some brochure. I'm sure all those things will get in there for people to pick interest. So it's not wholly that
until no year command a pimpana bomb the DJs teams in the air selecting a young monkwa or more epe or qua by more monsudin comoches and pa. A feeling yet win on the back on ebeboa na ashe mampinye monyam ama na ema kuyi pa timere amanoti no county after no advice Ghanaian teams no na ema ba ku mi bi omodura mu fast sponsors weboa Manema Queda my clubs. I'm saying no so bomb they didn't come off.
Mostly where I sit as the leader of the clubs, I mean, I have some information from some of them. We will not be happy. But I think that there have been extreme efforts from where I sit and the formations are hard to correct that coming season, to correct that. I think the only problem that I'm trying to also speak to our clubs to also change their way of doing things. Sponsorship goes with so many things. When we chase referees at pitches because he did not do well, or maybe we are not supporting his officiating way, and then we just decide to take the law into our own hands. You have a company, maybe you have some money sitting somewhere, you want to give charity, not necessarily even sponsorship, but in your mind you are giving charity, so you decide to sponsor. Would you associate yourself with those things? And those are the areas I think that all of us, leading by GACA, we need to correct. We really need to correct it. And then the sponsorship will obviously come.
I know your command a prepare for John Ansa, GACA chair, Abomodi area to Yamra, Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko, confirmed the signing of Bichim United, a former goalkeeper, Aziz Aruna Dari, so a Baba joining on your money about 4 years contract and they will sign it. Area menti the national U23 your goalkeeper no there baby a we roba ababe ejuma eno na ono so ana season we no ohia na only the Bichim United boboku no wa mai bibi akoyi pe de emom na de kan no ye bisa na say feeling it saying and ya was signed the Macrobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko say no bomb de 70 jai.
It's a very big opportunity and I'm very, very happy for this opportunity. Again, I'm family in Kotoko 4. So me honor this opportunity by me now, so no, I think I was very proud and I was very, very happy. And my hesitate to say, yeah, may I accept Kotoko, and I say I just accepted them, and for now I'm here. First source, no, Emma who say no, this is real because Coach Kwasi appear and a friend make a say no, I'm not ready. Now because I'm ever ready. And again, Coach Prince and so free make a say I'm not ready and I'm always ready. And me and Kasami Papa so continue so free make a say no, I'm so okay. I'm ever ready.
Aziz Iwano Bane de Krobia Legends and Ododo na Kasa. Na omubisa and say why ready? No, you're ready to go. When you tonsa framing Kwadia Mebana. Mababe jama bu ejume timera matim no na aboa manema koye pa etimi edi amano santo aso edi nkomo na ebisa se pressure na ewa ha na eso pa na obai ze wa fa ha otie che obichim na atete bia na pressure bia nim de say no bomode ye no so ano.
I think say me am first call no say bia Kotoko ehia me no me akasa me who say okay then I've been doing a very, very good job. And I carry me to this level. Other parts, and so make us a pressure because there's a lot of very great goalkeepers. So if say also back you have to do very a double work. We say okay, we are the right person to be in this position. No? So I think say other hand no pressure, other hand no say very big motivation. Yes, I think I'm very ready for pressure and expectation. Yeah.
For pressure and stress, be a bana kwamu bia. Na is we ready for. Na ozani come for goalkeeper or Peppa. Pen and sempa na goalkeeper. He no also keeper radio jinana na subuta. And also say no the two.
Yeah, one of them, and I love how he plays, especially using the foot. And Danlad is my brother, my friend. I'm going to communicate every time. And Danlad too is one of the best goalkeepers among Ghana. And I look up to them, and I'm very, very happy to also be here just for them. Yes. Abdullah Idris.
Abdullah, formerly of Bichi.
Yes. Sorry, one of them. And
Tiano, here come Aziz Aruna Dari Abomodi area to ya. Chairman, Obe Mo Akwaba, was it Danlad? Your goalkeeper checking up or where to see any near manager di Bremna. There's a Wabanji, the Ninia Ebabe Debia, and almost about 4 years. I joined the Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko near dia. na menim say we so nko ba be ka so chise Manuel Neuer na ezi akeka bom tika na yenya Neuer na yenya Vitinha yenya Nuno Mendes ni yenya Thiago Silva ni akeka bom na afia ye ya bat enzo ni ade oso no download na ye bi o ye ya ti download junior aba oba no aba bi edwuma na na ma de dadi ni we ya special one na only me din komo bi afi na mama akwa bi mu ansari abanse was it Ghana league in the next season I we be
Kurt ES Okreku GFA president executive council members Gaka boss no kasa isi na friend say John Ansa enu bia oka homa ye Ghana ball season di enimi 2025-2026 nyame enkuye na start league no kuma now momentum na ye be league no teams ne pick ye especially seeing Kotoko Hearts of Oak finishing in the top 4 Gaka boss Mr. Fian Fache me why na uni hobi John Ansa Jai de no Kasa and Toponko Mon organize a proper top 4 Kruma the fan kick-start Ghana League the man in your fit Kasa and Toponko na Kotoko na me ba ho amba be kan match we have everything actually in some here to make sure we will be able to organize a very competitive league next season. Kuku aside good run now clubs no finish last season. I said this, maybe I'll repeat. So over last season league now you previous seasons and the man near TBB match scoreline but yes at the point take a last season then also. Hardly did you hear match fixing betting when last year TBB. Let's build upon that. Niema league in Yakon. Andra, I made mention of referees and camera guys Omonkomo. They should pay attention to that now. Now, we are in the transfer window. Now, so how active clubs now yet our transfer no. And come out players, clubs the players AD. And come out players AD or manka some any movement are air course one. Now Kotoko how to folk did it Dramani and I catch almost said I'm put hold and Yama 1 or 2 be and Chombe started. Adriana starts and right tell now catch it almost signings are or must start a media made dinkomo. Be any gold stars back Africa or no so dinkomo. All the clubs are doing active business in the transfer window now. They are trying to make sure that the big teams now will attract the big boys so that the competition among the big boys is very competitive. Yesterday I told you yes I say 8 teams or 10 out of the 18 now will be competing at the highest level. Kokuye league ni bede. Na nkomana mi pia abonti am ko di ko team bia ma player be medical wie. Wa anya care for medical results na ba player na pass. And do na jo be 10. And I'm sending player and medical request cancer report. Any bibi adema na aso green. Ba kwaku obe medicals na bi player na mbom hawo. Tu yesika ni bi kan ho. We hear player na to esika ni bi ka ho ko information na wo me phone no so no me yam hyesemema bibie ni go stars ma body ko mo na hear player na de na kwa Africa player na ye medical la wie ba kwaku en cry na boy ne wo no chama kwesi edu go stars ma me de ze de bi o he go stars ma me ka kira wo chama say endro akọ na e ba na phone so mi no wa ampeke no o delay ne ma na ni so bete no na ye dia fan ko achi because Moses Amapaka wo Dubai sisi a ye kase Paka free player na ka chenze mama ni free nkran ne ma ontwe na Monday obeta touchdown e okotoka
nto pe na che
o percent player ni sia no okotoka kotoka so de fa na do fa achi wa Airport View Hotel na ye de wo wura ase ko na eje omo ai PM your friend say cheese wa hu ye jeje nu bi ma una ye twitwa akokọ nam ne we ni kakra gu nchen na ina cocktail bi sin nchen correct
boy na no me de o
boy we na no me de o
bo bia wo rura de
wo be firi ho be ba no omo pool site kitua bi she animo na akotena na from ane bofo a ho ana
wunya bi okrum ha o
kwaku this adje bia wo trim bia na du wura ho pia wa anye careful a ebesesa omo sisa mapaka catch player ne say ontwen mema ne mba no man free Dubai ni medru Monday odura nkomo bi ye wo bia oni ni be wie won so o chairman my real medicals no e wo ha wo si nyabotre medicals e dey obeye so almost wa pass o se o ma send am pass okay me ma onye medicals kro o mo dey na wa pass na me dey best koku jelly mind tactics koku ha ti bi any goal stars mu tua bi nka ho na me ka tell Moses Amapaka any goal stars for say mo so kra musika no man time see the times two goal musika na pure odoma no ye ne ma
elizo hete
koku goal musika na pure odoma no ye ne ma na afutuo ba ko pe na meka e de achi obi a wo hwe na obi o te koku baby a wugina wudi nkomo bi ahwe wanum kasa yi
enyapa
baby a wugina o kasa bia hwe wanum kasa yi onnim di otiu ene de ohwew e bia enkomo na wudi no wa adwen ya wo so wudi wo nkomo akọ because abudi abi ni ho obi e ni ha obe abudi abi obete akọ kan tere kweku it could be say abudi abi ne babi gina ho a wonnim no obeti mate akọ kan nti ye careful na penifobia pacha wo bibi ama sa asem no so akọ na adawie no sade nkofo dane sika so for players na dim no wo ye team na player ebe ya nko oba no obe ye medical na uhia na akweku ma ne ntra kuro na so nye medicals ni wi report ne ba na wa pass a sign contract na ma ne so nko ojuju ani mo obi ye medical wi no so re kwa ye do medical report no be sign na obi wo team bi wani be ba ho so no ni ye yi afa okon ho coach from Paul Mansui ye player no so person de ne kwa Africa coach Ibrahim Tanko so ye player no wo mediema said next season person o G League player ni impact e wo ni team na mebabo no Chioba Aristika so say I know him. He is the only attacking player I want in my team next season. Memo di nka ho ana
double bi a o kan game there.
Memo di nka ho
afaso so ene kokogwa na
so why we dey ani
afaso so
babu timi de makan wi
exclusives no from
makan wi mo kan checha makwesi adu go stars ma me kan checha makwesi adu say bright again come on be your money ntem
guys o video
ko medical no de wa ya wi but komo bi amakote no ne said de ma ni sekika ko no media amafo peso omu yi mo ne omu nyana na wo western ho peso omu yi maduane so nam do ma aduane stars so obeyi mo bi eri nyana aduane so nam se mo me ansa nyina ye gold for mo ma gold sika ne nkasa wa wo de mu oduru no na wa fa ko bi a player ni tina sisi ano
ni ye mu ani
bibi ogina sisi en obi ahia no na ma anya mo ne ma yi a wote ha pe oda so tin kan sisi ye ya me no kasa player ko mo ma dini so won kan na kan no so mo anya careful na kan fo mpeni fo no so wo kuru a
na za mazi ye
say didi Dramani ne to we afede ne house of folk so wo so mo a
but omo macho almost still some technical team na base signings on more relax
didi catch them so munya abotre na on hwende 1-2 Monday has best start here hit grounds running
Didi Dramani was scout on we
Monday has best start here hit grounds running was scout on me man
oh yeah
was in confo ni bebre o the northern part for now mo share efiri o de ba
no Didi Dramani dey
na no come be catch that say
call up lawyer dey the football ayire there say I will I know la ere ko mo chan call fe lo de base alo ojuwa ye akogwa de na say no crap para me kan sa Didi Dramani o de e be o say there so that call up bi no ye de ko ball chan Nigeria for e no de ba ha o do 3 months kwa
say advisor to the board it is who
no but like mon kan no crenche no say players be say fantasy and form mo za yiri she ayi Chelsea coach no and Christopher Enin I say na me papa baby players we papa Didi e collab and favorite player ba
na hard so we could transfer ni dey more there ne mani bi ba phone so sa na me koba omo ma information bi e ready am ba be
phone dey o ha na o
dey club ya we number 5 and 6
Aziz Daria number 5.
Yeah, number
5. Yantinga stories now we no more.
You run me enko enim.
Ema no you can go ne maba wa no ye be wo show me good luck. Omunya abotre na omunyere omu. Minister eta omuchi ne ne ma fine. Ye hope say eduru ho ye be ebu nanim a ye benya mo time na inu amoma ye baby girls ye di mo ho komo mo. Under 20 also more prepare for them. What for them? Why they don't prepare? Coach Ben don't prepare.
Someone start coaching among the debut or the age.
Well, say ya na moya.
No, Yabotre. Matfanko. So could Fatao and the age, my by Yabotre. Boaz are now still Desmond way, no, and share that ye. Be a today now.
Oh, here I want for when you are Fatao and the dome way.
Yabotre.
Pacho Matibos. Matiwai. My media Sante Kotokom.
Ununia bad there. What is her name? Nana was
welcome, Aziz Dari Haruna. Send Dina. Dari Aziz Haruna. He's one player. The DM at the pa. The DM at the so boyfriend. Ni makwet. The boyfriend chila kwa ni. Ni Dari Aziz Haruna. Aziz Haruna Dari.
Dari.
The DM at the seriously. Na enye di Dani at the Bokotoko. Yeah, the performance na bo. Wache so na busu nyina ekotokofo.
Munda zoni.
Ti aya na minya players now. Omo team no at heart and I feel okay because Oba not only as a player of the club but he plays as a fan. So the supporter who team ni lose wa e how no. Say the panel support team no say Abeboa because him say boy ya me ko be man nyere me ho amone e hye ya ma me tifie wo kusu. Me papa tifie wo kusu me ankasa nso me su because I am a club. Nti ode ne hu nyina asem eye de opese oye bia e ma club no eye successful. And unkoda. But before that, me come and Kotoko media team now, or my boys in interview. One can't say I'm pushing on camera. Now we player interview, player and say a dime James Ediano. Eh, now PL 5 he see also. And your more secretariat, your catch them a secretariat, I must say Pecasa. I'm more fine secretariat in the place, no baby in the street. But upon all, I am more place than trust on physical camera. You don't need Babayara to set your cameras right. All the money video in South America, play an action or so one corner. You don't need Babayara background. Abrofuna here unveil now shows a player and Jim Common.
Background and car crop ya winning
Chelsea TV, the Chelsea players in Jim Common.
But the minute young word man,
I'm the Nakotana, a diamond painting or white, and a Nakotana white
passport picture.
MON-FRI big watching now. I want to Brandon. Yeah, come see ya.
On the catch or say, and I see, and I pin, and I pat, and I so no can seven. And if you sit down and you want to do critical analysis of certain things they are doing, maybe they are trying where they are not doing the best.
Because I will here we are. Obakase be a TV now. They share diary na wakwasha wa nkona bi space kakrakana kana oto e hoda wa yede. Mo de dey na to. Huh? Mama player international you face camera ni enya don't we out here go behind you
me cause what do
correct
we are rich and Steve the TN say ayabotre
enya abotre asi munya abotre ade and as munya abotre enya first time I can was new ya sha ya twa ne de bia ya hwe
but so them say we are far better than
that be omo de men come asem at the moment how we say all compares and Kotoko ne has of folk omo media team aduma no why you just be say be ka bibia bi
we
once in the cra no microphone krom yes so movie
who has
omo to me interview na microphone go back and check omo to me interview na kasa krama has of folk
Richard Beko mama player in physical
camera mo ba e be ka
ma masa
e be ka
Mumpejam kakra maybe why now back to Aziz Dari Haruna Aziz Dari
I said when I was okay when the Namaza there was a ma
Fagu
wabo bi akwa ba mana kwa ba
asem ne say why na di Dari ba Kotoko na Dari na nkasa so komo ba ni di ya nso ba he sometimes say na wo kan obi to one wa ntie wi ya they will take you out of context. And now, somebody a pecan. Kotoko is becoming a place potential goalkeepers. Potential top goalkeepers. Almost talent, you know, almost squash saying in recent times. And maybe a terminal. Not Kotoko, no goalkeepers. Rise. Kotoko no top goalkeepers, even national team discussion. Ni discuss omo.
Tell no be nezo omo ye.
Kweku. But the last base 6, 7, 8 years, the red Kotoko treat goalkeepers. Say me you a goalkeeper no Kotoko I have a problem. From Felisanan, Eba be na ye kase. Daria Zeus Haruna, under 23 goalkeeper me boy.
Yeah.
He's one goalkeeper. Last season, there are a lot of people who believe, say, I was saying Black Stars and Koeding. Until what it means is that he's knocking the door. Me, I keep saying, say I'm afraid, what I'm feeling, say, Atizigi, Walla Court, no one, my bamba, Trekum, Boyka, Yanja will take it, Yan for 3 slot in our local goalkeepers.
Azigi there a commitment here and 20.
And your commitment, I say, yeah, Pobu, but damn, your Cap as a commitment. Now, we could throw our own committee. If you were the commitment, Ben, 1 year from over commitment. Over the dollars on committee.
No.
I do my band 1 year, a new time your commitment. Baby, it just is a commitment.
We need for speed.
Commitment in the baby, as my make can say, your goalkeepers are in recent times, Umber Rise, come on. Oh, baby, I'm more Eddie, I'll be Rakotoko. Umber Rise. But Omu baby at Omu here club let them the club fails them. And Carl Drew baby at Ombe protected player no, the club tends to fail them. When was the last time House of goalkeeper went to the Black Stars? Filimo Makati mu before mu every walkway. Etebaya and San saying Richard Atta call Black Stars and Enko Yimpu. Our club side still House of will push and say he is Black Stars goalkeeper and still uncle. Kotoko mkuto na ye tima ni player da kwa kodru Black Stars ya so akwa ko ware aba oba ye yine firim Felisanan Felis bonia oye ye nyina ne se wako ware obedu ko mama so credit so on bi da say ye bo season na player ne se wako akwa the player also took permission from the club say ne yine ne wa abuche no waba. This is the only time obetima he needed just 1 day 1 week 2 weeks baby ne bonia no ye yine film go no anya bi anabiem he lost the sport no Black Stars from Felisanan Razak Abalora ebe fa mu kakra e Black Stars ejigu ye emu an ye de kwa me ba tu no kwa me ba ne de antimi ankoda Black Stars now ebedu Danlad Ibrahim kweku Danlad akwa kodu World Cup in recent times. I kept saying say players are no free a league in man and now more a league man no value was run. Now Danlad Ibrahim any free ban. Why? Because the moment you represent your nation at the Mundial, it shows the value ahead a womb. And Danlad Queen, some of the games not here bench. Had a near maybe a CM keeper now know the Nepra, Danlad could have been called upon. So I made that poor no farmer Black Stars. O free or buy O Bianca Bichimu. Yes, I will concede 2 goals in 2 matches at Waso. I could concede 2 goals with Bricum. Eti Onyade. Back and forth. Penifo being an issue. O free Black Stars buy no. They say or drive cars like I say, why say. It's Yemfa Freddy Kasari made them. Goalkeeper or Black Stars and Black Stars number 2 and number 3. Or your number 1 your captain. Yeah, the bibi kukwasa. Politics are emfa not on merit. You turn a drop. So who see Danlad? That boy loves Kotoko so much that when he didn't come out, he don't want to talk about any Kotoko he can only speak that to you as a brother because he can confide in you. ABOU him said DIABY me catch na on meka. But obi o catch na obeka on team because he loves Kotoko so much on person obeka ho asem. Kweku ya te kwasa sa Danlad losing the position of Kotoko. I'm a Black Stars na hwere no. The obey Danlad ni free yes had an man ono buy. Ono so be rise Freddy Kasari. Wa rise could do Black Stars ni bi. Ono so call Black Stars na ko ball be 2 matches bi. Etna bench ya fine. Obeduru krom ha obi anim de see e. Obi anim de see e. U goalkeeper oye u krom ni. Say de ne ye ka Spain for asem ye ka Nico Williams, ye ka England, ye ka Leon Delap. Enka Kotoko u krom ni Ghana ni obetuma be down national team so protecting the interest. Freddy Kasari. You say Akofa Kamara, nobody can convince me say Kamara a better goalkeeper say Freddy Kasari. Time na obo this are a Felisanan. Ama Kwame Bamu ababe dem. Nobody can convince me say Kwame better than Felisanan. Yeah, this an AD than Lad Ibrahim Frederick them. Nobody can convince me say not Frederick a better essay than Lad. Or call Ethiopia and how many clean sheets? About the boy better than Lad. I'm not saying so many good goalkeepers. Good. Kokuti me menkaso munye remember their point. Koku Abedu Frederick Asare to be no bit my terms a Kamara better than Frederick Asare. I'm not saying Kamara be them wanyade. With all due respect, he's a good goalkeeper. But Frederick Asare was also doing so well. At the end, you protect Omani, you know. But we chose a foreigner over here, you know. I'm a foreigner with them. We're losing the Black Star sport, you know. House of folk when you Benjamin Asare, no. Kweku, who would you know? On Namkra no Mudinechi, Black Stars number 1, Black Stars number 1, Black Stars number 1. They don't want to make mistake. The assessor will be able to protect Benjamin Asare.
Oh, club administrator. Bet my bizarre. Oh, who is the player behind Sunshine Club?
Of course.
So, offer player. Now, player ne rise here do level beer. Player ni interest in the club and interest. They are
club interest.
I know you have a question number 1. The question number 2. How do you handle a player and a contract here? Who say, or you jiwa atona business kakesi on your ready so be extended. You know, club no send our
House of Folk for me clear. Na Benjamin Asare contract na we. Okodu national team ne Bayern. They sat him down. They were able to present a sporting reason. Offers now Benjamin Asare House at the end wasn't the best, but they were able to give him sporting reason. Say reason A, B, C, D. And I was standing my house a bed. More than be episode. He sat down where the offers and the sporting reason were coming to 2 more years at the club. So you are talking about a club interest and our player interest. Club interest, but you consider the fact say maybe a player ne Bruno. So we treating here Ton send. So over ton player or team my uncle Black Stars and that for $500,000. They were Black Stars number 1 over ton over 1 million.
What if player man Casa Swans baby I'm building in what all this time right him zero crazy.
Yeah.
Ombudsman ruling no.
Yeah.
Omuko munye sikaba. An agent baby so crab bar. Ethiopia no Saudi no. Omobo omaka say do corner a free agent. You be sika baby. And you are building that platform.
Yeah.
A page player the volume. On na Casa no so extend. I mean who has a club as street at then.
Back to House of Folk once again. They find themselves in that same position. Bossman ruling Nibibi and never yet no Benjamin Asare. But because the club did not maltreat him after so by, they showed him love. Frederick ne dan lad modiano omobe duru we are. We have a situation now be so by usika abeche klasika say na de man training cry you
cancer man.
You have to make sure say so can also Benjamin Asare ban and environment in a conducive manner. I'm going to present a sport of a committee.
So how are these are?
Kokunti the American question say, baby, Aziz Haruna Dari, baby, you free and no one. Ne rise no peja the kokoto kwaye platform e make ma present no with national team nentem more than Bichim. It is true. In JBA will be able to say that to convince him. But what is the guarantee say? And Frederick Abeda koto what's the name? Dari Abeda koto kopo and they are rising and your Black Stars ni biko. The idea yo me case that we yemfa bi medino.
Do enu tin kan e man mba kotoko.
Kweku. Especially when you are coming number 1 now OCCA you know. He is doing so well. No be number 1 and no ya dimpon. We find a way to bring in. And I want to say the same thing here be we fraud do abeshim.
Yeah, bet my football.
Yeah, the same thing do beshema also undi 1 year. What troubles for 1.5? You better say you will
goalkeepers on there.
Until the rise now, and back to another point that will be shot. Makan Adi messenger can be the problems in our power kotoko. You don't keep number 1 team. Who does that? Liverpool akofa goalkeeper be or 28 years or that championship. And what's the name of this boy? Miro if you are not pay.
That was a Luther story.
And or Babe third choice. Or that championship on play number 1 5 years.
What about Mama Dashville?
Now say
the same thing akotoko apart from Azizi anyway.
Me back nyabotre.
Or Goalkeeper Onana. Onana. Onana there's a on the left side there Kako
one boy Liverpool there now make be say asem so. Sa boy now born this year from Valencia Urban. Or no say he's coming in to take the number 1 spot. before so no over no him say Alisson be there e be kono Alisson aka no 1 year owi afu obi free Liverpool no mako season where so obobo awie kura yenim obi free Liverpool no mako so he become number 1 but you don't keep young goalkeepers omo age ne area pa omo nyina ye number 1 miensa e de abufuo beba enu ntina prosper ogum time na on team nka wa say ono de obo 3 matches no asesa na Real Madrid grab is adam say we bought 3 matches na asesa do we have them 3 matches who does that goalkeeper number 1 here number 1 you have quality number 1 now second quality number 2 young boy and I say penibi or teacher now do be on no go no be do when you be now number 3 not teacher but you don't combine 3 top goalkeepers obi a person here number 1 akoya mo ko for any free young apostles and now free friends Isaac Benjamin Chuma Isaac
Okolo
oh so no Liza you on the buy bia confirm is on
Okolo e timbe
I don't know Bob Okolo
so mu release here
o dey me come out Okolo
yate
away imi team go Okolo
the rate at which omo ye goalkeepers go krom
ha me da be la me
azanti kotoko the rate at which akotoko ye goalkeepers go krom ha se me Darius is Haruna se me ben the camp na ko mbucha futua kameka chen se me manemba abi enya so onye good goalkeeper oye good enya so onye bi na obetime ni bi
na ha kotoko ne has be approaching na same situation on bada kotoko ne has na as a Libya kwanzo kofu kokoku babe kan ho asem ba dey no to kan ho asem churu no obi so abo anu ho kotoko azo folk e big club of Ghana no matter what happen there be players beba there be players papa so yate and on be financial team players so sa
okay
your platform
as is there
about menu some position so sa
akwaba yate why there akwaba
depending on no ba
no problem yeah wish all the best
obaba be better goalkeeper
he's a good goalkeeper not true is
about better we check last stars in club
yeah wish all the best now we can check Jonas so on can ntumo in the president cup now our president will see we Oman can re president Mahama say on choose team bia ombo
na no pay dey wa baduma o
na want to do that ba na
so say dey
o say ncho we regional ministers cup
Roba is a good initiative.
What is good initiative?
Regional Ministers Cup.
Another panel, Massas, 1 year.
But we are there, a good initiative. Now, that's for the Regional Ministers Cup.
I know your business.
Another Frank, I'm going to so, person, yeah, cap, Regional Minister Cup, Fabre Fakye. You better organize a cup. You do not come
a Gaka for initiative.
Gaka for initiative. Gaka said, I don't know, can the bigger people. The bigger people.
My memoir example. Imagine, more example. Imagine Regional Ministers Cup. You're born hard to folk. Omone Olympics rivalry near the man regional minister. Waba kruma na bia nya kotoko na kotoko botia kin Pfizer enya omoso nko na oye wo ada teams bia tuzo mo ye bia wakota takwa mpatemo na wanya mediema ene takwa United imagine no wako braf wanya bia na bi ene brekum Chelsea bi wanya bia na bi ni brekum asab wanya bi bi ni bofakwa maza a solid initiative Mr. Azar me support to that we date no
also we are no person
now so kai say first 6 match ayi efile de ntutu ebi ba arze na elo yakozi ye ntechi peso sa independence match no mo bona cross region bia no mo ti o mo select krona nkasa mu teams akese mi no amwo na mabo se se duana ze one do man chinchinchi brekum Chelsea ni brekum Arsenal kro me bia kotoko ne ken Pfizer Haas ni Great Olympics e bia me de ma ne takwa United no mabo sa yi no na ede na efe na akono e di Gaka chairman so the initiative ne ba o te e ka se manage we
se no Jonansa na djuma ni bia aduru no
ba bia aduru no o na Gaka chairman ntu ye de obeba na
se di organize
na yi ni adia
ana president cup what say Jesus be there come house of one na da be no de kotoko de be bro
anche be wa
njo be say Jesus na ko bo no na se me ye kotoko the whole brand and kitchen
kotoko nye ne ha
na me ko bo president cup big match me ne house na ma drop whole brand Jesus na go na ma ko se John Ansa Jesus wa ko print o ai kantamanto e chiro me ye whole brand that dey na mo share Jesus ne point na ma terminate contract
almost chairman
Oh, they want to some.
Babu, has one what you say this no dey.
Baba, Facebook, I be positive. Good morning, my lovely people. Watch you live from Takwa. And here today.
And so can some call I
follow you positive.
Okay. Positive. I don't quite hear until we are afraid why. A good day no doors no from her.
And
it's about time that as a catch company for said one or more, and I say you to fracture. No come fan away actually.
Information this year. Brecum Chelsea have completed the following players: Charles Agyman, Taylor, Omuye Wingers MON-FRI Mighty Royals, and then Osei Richmond, centre back, Doma Unity FC. Charles Agyman also played in Seren FC in Malta. Chelsea have completed 3 signings. Osei Richmond, centre back from Doma Unity. And Charles Agyman. And Taylor so winger MON-FRI Mighty Royals. And we free Doma Unity. Charles Agyman so bobo Seren FC. Malta in 2023. Chelsea for Amuton Zakaria Fusini de buy no de Charles Agyman ya bishim. And no centre back in the Osei Richmond omudo no ba bishim. Na Charles Agyman so ba replace Hubert Jehu. Na winger Taylor so ba bishim. Tibia amankona wo se wan na be ko na ono so ba bishim santi. Yo hono.
Acha 3 years time.
Those who krunga and the more reason why the bedroom will be Colonel Bano, nobody will get the love to support your local football because we are not serious. A member Nekobo boy blasters and car minister alcohol in person. Minister in a video muno be catch from da blasters a kwakobo afcon pass minister so tidem na ewushom inti da ka minister be ho in person minister ba on ne nkrofo aba obesan kra je travel allowance ne pay them to or two kwan obesan je no asa bom frama Ghana frama by a man to what camera mu na wo wehwo mu we. These are the things you know ma entumpo. So we are getting makwa jefa makya na ya won hu se de o ye makwa no e bia ma me ndi se me de madie no si ho ma ye twa me kra me di so ma ye twa. But you don't do that. O ba ye before say be appoint you na be ye adwuma ye be gi watum wadi nkomo sai se o ba nkomo asa ka adwuma na be so adwuma no ntimi nye.
Na so aye arrangement then cho.
Me no ka say
no man san no.
Me no ka Nko tina have so ma.
Jobe me no problem am wo wadu we ye ba kope. Ana ye be ko wafko. Team ye ya iti Morocco ya na ye be ko. Friendly matches no ye mbobu a te se ye be ko afcon no. Ye ma Ghana ball ba ko ayi nyina ehwe bi. Eja team na kwan kama no. A o maso o mo de o makotena Morocco ye be ka 3 weeks or 2 weeks am about tournament o makoso da. O mo prepare o. Fine. E bia be ka so pese. E ma kokumiti e no ase o. Ba me de ne se sometimes no your name bu at say the oka ye ma mema no ye nya bi mama the oka no me no ya adwon ba ye mema no ye bebo bo kroma o sakra e bo friend man Ghana for be share park no so ma e no kra po na e hwe o mo wo na rechirofo ide ne sako kan abo a e ko ye nsem bebiri ni ade wo de me ko gu de
sama no me ka o
de me kan what ya
no ye ni njo de me ka
ba ye friend matches are guess na ebo ntimi mbo ba kokora wo kroma nya ma no kwan mo nko
ye nya kwaku me de asem na me ka no em ze wo no onya ntiase so watiase anka do wo yin ka wonye because
so what me de na ase anka
yemfa wo mo ho how many times na hu say New Jersey's Blasters are how many months how many times they take ansana the other teams na nya bi and omunye Ghana Football Association e product omunye bi Minister Ibaye, Minoka say, Accra Sports Stadium. South and a scoreboard na see on when na say a danger zone. To blasters ball. Say Madagascar say him charge for no Kumano. Near the idea tar was a move beyond now. And now Minoka say, President Cab who beyond now. On to meaning NSA for no lazy no Munyasa Park in my Lincoln Park no scoreboard of 2 Munkon quiet. Kotoko bo Africa e okruma bujase baba yara since kotoko Ghana bo Angola ye banning baba yara what to see be baba yara too. These are the things we expect the minister to be doing. They're not aware. These are the things we expect the minister to be doing. Kotoko bo ha ayi for the so be kwa akra be any booster so be kwa akra kotoko bo ha assistance ya bani baba ya sport stadium enya accredited dem fa makafo probably ebia the prelims ne de o metimi abon wo ho no mo bo prelims okay bi so na say obi ya mafa na fala so mo ntimi nko wani mbie ntie o mo bo prelims ne nko ade a but kotoko be ko na ni mo on ntimi mo games no baba ya sport stadium ya bani baba ya what is obi abo ho wa. These are the things we talk about. See a car na se muntia each and every single time we are exposed. Oh bad thing come gidi pass so baba ye no maye baba ye hu no ma onso utimi. One of the appointees are me highly disappointed pa won muso ye adwuma papa yi because oba also be maye ade no be maye budget ta fe duru mi ase budget no hu hia na ene obe kan ye den untimi spell ya mentro. That is what Ghanaians need. We need accountability. Ne papa mua and Gasa unity cap Ghana koboyi. Ye bena kuma biem ma getem dia ma Ghana for. Ghana nye ne ball blasters muka o. The organizers ne ball blasters muka. See nya say Ghana form transparency when they are supporting the blasters, they support with their heart. Da ene busi wan sam unity cap ya koboyi e Ghana nye de ko ye nte ho hwe. Na sorry a, wo se me support blasters wholeheartedly. Na mo ye adwuma no wholeheartedly. Kwa kuyemfiri wona men kodwo na ansa so. Kasa no dooso a unima adwuma. Uti yas na makasa dooso chen unima wonya ade. Me kasa na me ye adwuma. In the moment I may sign language more no me more than more from pa. Because kasa na ese meka na me communicate to my listeners. Donansa nye kasa na obeye no. The easiest target to Kuruma to organize President Cup Kotokone has, and you took that route. The easiest target, no, because Kotokone has there, Saman for her, to young form when I am president. Oh, yeah, sure, said the numerous things the what president tables, no, he's thinking about President's Cup. A one-day event, no. Now, said next to you, baby, what did your man for a war council? I want to table to so to me and any punk with this old team solve. Yeah, that is no idea. Now was one day no over home. And for the easiest route, decided to go to him with Kotoko and Haas. And he would definitely accept because Kroma had the two biggest teams to Kroma. And the microphone and Bible. And fair enough, I feel more idea into any problem. But sometimes we need you guys to think outside the box. You can create something, a mini gala, a mini tournament. Not necessarily say Kotokone has no. Once you could clearly say Kotokone has the attractive amount for baby. You can even organize Division 1s and proper teams in the Premier League. You get teams or more than one was through. Organize even school games Kotokone has. So you can even do President's Cup in a form of gala school form. You were hacking Kotokone has. That Kotokone has in here for be a frigate. Because when you are moving to this car, you have a president anymore. It's free. We catch it over there. It's a MP as a mayor for and as a one for you. The Achamos are a good initiative. And your good initiative. And your responsibility. The Akoto was a Kenyan nation when we expected Dhaka to release a statement. They never did. And then you are Mojuma. What is like president?
Your Mojumas or more organized competitioner involve your mom clubs and your Mojuma.
In a scale of preference, I know what form.
Nadi we basekeri we then and come here.
Basekeri why?
And how bezo manya day.
Remember, name to cemetery. Now asuma me a, ma ko ba bi, na asema ko akoto me. Na asem ne ye between enkwa ene ewu. Na involve so be assault me a. You think say Fakye phone release statement in supporting they need to bring something out. Like we are supporting Nations FC, they need to find the root cause. You no matter to get things done. Because you are in bed with Obinti, you can't talk about it. That is your sole responsibility. These are the things we voted for you guys to come and do. God can no. Now when I question to give a president for Ghana Football Association, I didn't know the Muntimu rising maybe. They tina Muntimu mono ye can't my yanka. And you have money here. You no more remo. Me say, now they say Fakye Sports yet here. Neya maye sika. Say you organize the game on farmer Kumasi Mayo. I bread the Kumasi Mayo ni di headline ya letterhead. 2 ideas we make my kunya sponsors. I just say baby. Men quad no me saying me organize some match na ma men ni pa be. Men pia hiu. Men go hand stadium.
Kwaku ni say a lazy approach.
Men go hand stadium.
The entire ope regional minister's cap me boy. So over far Asante region, no ba Asante regional minister, Honorable Frank Amakwene ho. Ebe ka jinsu mpese me bokoto kwani visa in honor of Dr. Frank Amakwene. When him say regional minister, ebe boa no with sky crab.
Of course.
Obe pay sponsorship crab. Say be ya game ni be farm no so nani mabanyam. O konka na ko fa greater the same thing. Nti obe wi aso no wa mere lazy approach. Na be ya bona baso. Papa you say owura adwanasa. So organization bi a obeya me yabo abaso me say top 4 no when ya bibi any go stars when ya kwando heart of lions when ya kotoko when ya heart of kwaje sponsors organize top 4 ne
I'll say bebo
money yenche
on what set it date no as first August guso omo sponsors ne kase ifipeti bebo top
4 so we top 4 na say eye fe ya kono eye
more so bi ahu a
then you think we are working to introduce regional ministers cup
and I have been touring all 16 regions
and you will
agenda after the president cup
16 regions we Jonathan papa dey we Gaka chairman o the regional minister
initiative quiet one
lazy approach
what make this lazy approach no emre bi atwam no mo Gaka we na no wo so say wan he we bi na we aba no introduce we ya
material dey enti person ya sa bi ye ka so pesika
no no enya ti
kwaku so tie kwaku tie bi
ade no ye chance o baby me akowie baby what you say sa we no ye no e kreti as a bond and they be two tips in the time say no ye ntutu ya o mre and say kreti uze ye football na be yi a ade ba kwa ye de bo be boa pa ne say ye benya ban mu nkofo na on be involve yo mo and this last time anan kofu etwabo rabuzuba say opekotoko achidie dodo any ade no fa baby no they are right but me fa baby no muze is okay we onya san kofo no mu involve football ni ma say e dia ade bi wo na efi onabuzuba akọ the regional minister wenye den efi regional minister akọ aban mu a enye den eno nim say Ghana ade bi e bia no titu ya football no anywhere as football ni na dodo na aba no jiso ye involve titu ya Africa so oko we no oto a ye involve your politicians no in football 16 regions wako baby a and on no mo din komo and organize competition amomo te hazard ni
ntwa wa na ka show me ba oba fi high Fakye sports na e share on sameboa untimi invite players ema omo ma Fakye sports no so te say de we oba nka untimi nye yo untimi invite players ma omo ma show you untimi interview players PM to ene isafo ahema to your entertainment so osu meeting de shata wale abramo me brem stone boy nya botre me brom kwesi attacking promise wo sports na e dia ma on say na waye no din kan ya odi ni wie dia first me nya botre o kasa man kasa me wie me point first ade na e dia so san ye wie o wie na wo mo anu aboa first ade okuni wi e so wo ye ne say the Ghana league clubs you should get the clubs no active top 4 and na ye wasede mo na mo gitum say Gaka top 4 mo nya enu yi sa regional minister cap regional minister person obo cap a ohia Gaka ohia Gaka anso abo regional minister cap we say lazy approach
oya asane first no muzo okofo obi zo obe
oni so ko obenya sika on ko chini mpesi kam sponsor on one kasa ni competition oba regional minister mana 1 million Ghana cedis na Juba mano 500,000 Ghana cedis on kabu wa yesen 1.5
enye sika no na momo enye sika
ye ni mo
me na nkofa ba
enye sika no mo wani nya na juma enye sika no ye hwe niama no kreti we no links no kreti between Ghana football na Gaka ni we no
obetima ye
no na ye
obetima ye onye
no ba no ba be share the regional minister on the nkomo kan the regional minister kotokomo wo asase so tie be nya bo a enye no anze
ye di nkomo fa kotoko ne house ne ho a aya mo nte ase o say didi do mani ba ka say house for nyede
so mo hold you
one that useless of a committee o mote o ko kan obezi eyi ye na ye ma wonka. You know clearly say you are going to sack coach now or do we a season, no? Then you form a committee, the coach na kahun. When you know perfectly say you are going to appoint a new coach, a coach never. The players you wanted to get, He won't fit into the scheme of affairs, so he also want to get another place. Are you not delaying your own success? Are you not delaying your own success? Until you wait a little, go appoint a coach, then you form a committee, then you work towards achieving your players you want to bring on board. Not if you are not a committee, because when you yourself, they arrived at that decision almost a season now. And you know, evaluations to make sure say we are going to honey here, honey here.
Why?
So,
do I know about?
Now, a business state, a yes,
and you business. Kwaku. Ah, the Kotoko, you know, maybe a tribunal. Near to me, French national team. Number 1 goalkeeper, Kotoko. Number 2, Kotoko. Number 3, Kotoko. Kotoko has a team a big club, always, you know. Kotoko,
winning and maybe a chum. No, I am
signing.
I am between the Kotoko of Africa. I am members of Mohui. No disrespect to Bia. I'm not saying they are lightweight. I'm talking in terms of numbers, quantity. For the quality they have it. Nanapin quality man. Coach Kashapia quality. Rochida to quality. But Yasafu Kunegno and quality. To some extent, metric quality in Kakrefin, but still he's working. When the going gets tougher, do you think that this group of members, as little as they are, can play in the CAF Communities Cup, in the Ghana Premier League, in the MTNFA Cup? How? No more sign. That is what we are talking about. There's no way yes, no would yet. But now we know because say Kotokoye or Forum or Mukotokono and no.
I Corona Cambeze.
What is the laid down rules for Benjamin Chum? The first place.
We saw Kolo.
Nippon Cotton, and don't think I say one of Cotton by no money in a dino. Okay, so my unity, or my coach was planning to Umadi. Until you recommend the answer, or some phenomenon. Because so we need anything laid down for the boy, I don't go and bring him. Because me, perfectly, I thought to say he was the replacement for a branch of Frederick Asai, because we knew Frederick Asai would be going. Hey, so I can goalkeepers of your quality, Sammy, and then I had the lad named Benjamin Asai, Frederick Asai. Say, Janlad da poor anymore. Boy, pass what is Janlad high to a form. Nti Asaran Kobechi. Aside to man, no, I just robo, you're born from an answer, yes, Janlad. At a point in time, you had the way weakness, access we, you had the way strength, access we, and it created a problem for Team.
Matemeda Sepanas, for winning you, I mean, you will not come. Now, one of Primi Numunia on no, they are my way are. My imagine says, I'm what the baby we near the idea. As a fire anyway, and I'm on the baby. Happy birthday, Queen from Georgina Kusia Free Safo. Quadareswa, wow, mammy, Madame Ruth, Equiacha, AK Natural Girl. Ze enko intimi enfama me amini paga tuso ene de bae so nyina be pimpa Georgina na erade som wow emma ankwa tenten ahoden wom na bibia ende da ye kama intimi enfama me wi ana wa be no sense on Fakye amamo ana yenku anim enye ya dina mother once nembra na me ko ni na special one kwen from Sister Doris or Jesus Christ Ministries Church Atafua Hona is the Doris so sorry. So happy birthday nko and from our sister Doris. Me from me am chamai. Me sunku malewa. Otinya me share pa na oma nkwa tenten na bibia and the ye kama so emfa emao. Na ye heard the other one no. Ne enye ne emfa pemre na emre. Shafatu ana manyane ye. Okay, Shafatu. Abdallah Efi Abofo na wa omame. No papa Mr. Abdallah and our mommy Arija almost say enko entimi emfa ema na omoze enkancho so omodo pa ti me ayo dano nyame hia papa na omma nkwa tenten a ahoden ewum ti sa prepenete o ze na ever say the ye na
ne nipa bi e friend no na everyone class man one for them junior yes so you know Shalom FM
me ba
I was a teacher
me ba no junior happy baby
but me pa na pese me kobi o
me ba foundation game yeah it seems onya we na so kra abi no buy what nka
maintain nka
hey unya so abedi be we me am pass the good so maintain you we na nka
hey ayisu na mu ade pa na machiro no
we ade we na nka
we den come be ko pa de nka me say interview
abi guda dey
so that make my mako
ya lu guda wa se bia na
oji
so no ko tournament mahu mahu ble o mahu ble
okoye tournament ya musia for ye wa
ajio commander
mahu obeda
o the squad ko
mahu ai bane
o the squad ko ye pa
a Japan kotokofo na yi Nicolas Menza na say nkachi mo amenko ya manko na 0 player
ya ma player ko ri kere obi ahwe no ye nyambo amande e be ba na de akede aba beto aso amam be da munyina ase
the personal hygiene and the niema bi ehwe the health wise na didie ne niema bi bia wait because Ronaldo and so giant say Haaland